Hey, everybody, smack 'em a gob. It is I, Dr. Fuck, and with me is.
Oh yeah, the Ayatollah alcoholic Ian Wadley Wadzilla. What's up, Ralph?
What's happening, man? Anything new?
Let's see. It's almost Christmas. Are you in the Christmas spirit?
Yeah, but all right. Here's the deal, yeah. I'm gonna be more in the Christmas spirit because I just spent the week doing track by track donations of Christmas music, and it doesn't put me in a good mood. Christmas music puts me in a bad mood. I don't,
Who in the
I don't,
hell
I
would
don't
do
get
that?
merry. I don't get merry on Christmas music.
Who in the hell would request Christmas music track by tracks? I want names.
I don't remember. But one of them on Christmas Eve, I'm putting up Mariah Carey's whatever that fucking,
Oh
her shit,
God.
the Christmas album, whatever it was called, against
Yeah.
Crazy Nights. And then I
Wow.
did Jethro Tull, the Christmas album. Oh,
Oh.
and believe me, not you know what? The Jethro Tull I didn't mind as much toward the beginning, but then after a while, it was grating on me. But it went
Mm.
against something even worse, way worse. It's called "Merry Have a Metal Christmas and Headbanging New Year." It's the worst piece of shit ever, and it's all famous people. There's one good song on it, and it's the one where Dio sings with Iommi and Rudy Sarzo. I forgot the name of it. That was good. The rest of it's fucking garbage, man. Even like the
Mm.
Lemmy song, "Run Rudolph Run," that shit sucked. Like everything on there just sucked, man. And it's
Share.
because it's like shitty Christmas music done to shitty metal music.
I was laughing because this morning I watched last night's Saturday Night Live and Cher was on there and she lip synced two Christmas songs. And the second one was Run Rudolph Run. I'm like, even Lemmy couldn't save this shit. So what prayer does Cher have? But I gotta say, I saw a video the other day, and apparently you have not been a good boy because Santa left you a big steaming pile of shit, a piece of audio coal, if you will, called Peter Chris.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't heard it yet, but today, since I was in a Kiss centric mood, as much as I can be these days, because that's what we're talking about, um, dude, you can't even find even Mr. X. Nobody can find a copy of the new Peter Chris online. That's how little the interest is in this shit. So I can't say like honestly my opinion of it, but I will say this: I've watched many a review of it, and everybody says the same thing. There's like two good songs, and then some people are like, and other people are like, that's okay. I just need two songs. That's it. It's good enough. I'm like, who in the fuck in their right mind, can you say like, I like two songs, but it's awesome.
I
Only
saw,
Kiss
I saw,
fans.
I saw many reviews giving it glowing review every song, and I'm like, come
Oh,
on.
really? I did not see
Did
those.
you see my review?
Yes, yes. I
I mean,
watched your.
I was kind to it. I did say at least,
Yeah.
look, it's the best thing he's ever released, but that's not saying much. You know what I mean? And it
Oh man,
doesn't sound like Peter Chris. That's the thing that bums me out. It's like I don't mind how Peter sings on the album, but knowing that it's Peter Chris, some of those songs would be so much better if it had that rasp, that Peter
yeah.
Chris rasp. And it doesn't have it. And some of the songs are like, they're very pedestrian. Most of them. I thought that, yeah, I thought there was one or two good songs on it. I think there's three songs I liked off it. Now the songs I didn't like, hey man, they're not as offensive as a lot of the shit from his past solo albums, but it's still not good. You know, I mean, and yes, I found out who sent me it, and
Oh, you did something
well,
wrong to him,
I
huh?
shouldn't get into that, but I was the first one to get it. Nobody had that shit when I got it. Nobody. Even people like I know one dude. Oh, you know Julian Gill. You know Julian
Yeah,
Gill.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Julian Gill interviewed Peter Criss for this record like a month ago in the studio with Peter Criss, and he didn't even have the copy when I got it. You know what I mean? It was crazy. So by me doing a review before anybody got it, that fucking video is now my number one video through the roof. I've made a lot of money off that fucking video.
You probably made more money than Peter Criss will make off the album.
Probably, man. But hey, man,
Oh my god.
whatever. I've heard worse. Assholes worse. Live to Win is worse.
Oh god. Um, I will say this: as I was going through like Peter's solo shit today, I mean, I never need to hear the Kiss Peter Criss album again. You know, I've tried numerous times with that, but I went back through the other ones. You know, Out of Control, Let Me Rock You, Cat One. You know, both the EP and the other edition, and All for One. I didn't. Keep in mind, I didn't listen to all these, but I'm kind of like skipping around and shit. I did find one song that I liked though, and that was the title track to Out of Control. I didn't mind that. Didn't mind it. But everything else, I'm like, Jesus fuck, is this horrible? Especially like the the Chris one. Because I remember when that came out is when I first met Peter Criss. And he was selling the EP version. And of course I bought it, but I was like, oh God, what the fuck is this shit? Terrible. But I can't give an honest, like, you know, like, oh, it's so bad, because I haven't heard it. I've only heard the Alice Cooper ripoff song. That's all I've
You'll
heard.
hate it, Ian. You're predictable, dude. You're very
Yeah.
predictable.
Well, yeah, because if it sucks, I'm gonna hate it, and the
Yeah, I
chances are
know,
it's
but
gonna
there's
suck.
you're just that there a lot of times you hate on shit even before you hear it. You're just waiting. You're biting at the bit to bash it. So you know you're already gonna
Yeah.
hate it before you
Well,
hear it. You're like Metallica fan, those Metallica haters. I don't care what they release, it sucks. You know.
hey, I like Death Magnetic more than you, so there you
Yeah,
go.
but well, how old is that album? What is it? 20 years old already?
God, is it now?
I'm talking about now. Yeah, it has to be at least 20 years old.
Yeah. I mean, granted, Peter Criss, it's an uphill battle. He's really got to fucking impress me. But I
No,
wouldn't say
Peter
that. I
Criss
mean,
has a
there's
shitty. Peter Criss has a shitty solo career. I'll say it. It's shit. It's shit. But this last album's better than what Ace and Paul, what Gene and Paul released. You know, Asshole and Live to Win. I say it's better than both those albums. But that's
I,
not saying much. It's not,
yeah, Live
making
to
it
Win was
sound,
horrible.
huh?
Live to Win was fucking horrible. The Gene one I would take over Live to Win.
Yeah, I
Asshole.
would too, but it's still horrible.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Gene
it's not
album's
good.
fucking terrible. But you see, that's my point. Oh, I'll take the Gene over the Paul, but the Gene is horrible. Yeah, it is. Well, I'll take the Peter over Gene, and the Peter's horrible. I wouldn't even go as far to say it's horrible. It's like tolerable. I don't think I'll put it on anytime soon again, but I will sometime next year pop it in again. But I'm just disappointed with because the thing I love the most about Peter is his voice, and his voice is not there, and that's a drag to me.
Yeah. Well, I'll check it out. If somebody ever posts, I mean, I would not pay money for that shit, but I mean, when it's up on the internet for free, I will check it out. I'll listen to it. It'll probably be the only Peter Criss that I'll listen to all the way through since the 78 solo album. I never made it through the other ones all the way through. You know, I would try, like, hear a little bit of this. I'm like, I can't do it. Can't fucking do it. But, whatever. At least he's doing something, you know.
God
But
bless him. He just turned 80 years old. I love
yeah,
Peter Criss.
and that's another thing though. Like you mentioned about his voice. What can you expect at 80? The one thing I will say from what I've heard is at least it's a little bit more rocking. Uh, you know, he went that way with Cat One, but it was like cock rocky fucking rocking, you know, which ain't rocking, you know.
It's
It
very
just
unmemorable, that album.
Yeah, the Cat One sounded a lot like Saigon Kick to me. You know, if you like Saigon Kick, you'd probably like Cat One. That's what I
No,
think.
I like Saigon Kick, and I don't like Cat One.
All right. Well, you proved me wrong. All right. Well, before the news, something you said you wanted to start doing was reading the reviews on our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, good thing you remembered that because I wrote
Yeah.
it down.
So for those of you who don't know, and apparently a lot of you do, because I've seen we're split down the middle now, man, on people who want to listen to us and people who want to look at us and masturbate. But we're getting a lot more comments on the YouTubes than we are on the podcast. So let me read some of those from our last episode. 2 weeks ago, we did the top 10 movies of Sylvester Stallone. And here's a little feedback. Modern Day Warrior 2112. I think that's Al Horta. He said, the first Saigon Kick album is killer. Ian's ear has AIDS in his ears.
Hey, look, hey, that's a valid point. Come on, you got to give it to Al there.
Yeah, I probably
But
got it when I shook hands with AIDS Fraley. That's how I contracted it, because I don't share needles. Let's see. Patrick Reeves says, "Oh, this is very nice." He says, "God bless you guys. So much joy comes from your show that means the world to a lot of people. Best to the both of you in the new year." That's a nice fucking message. Thank you, brother.
fuck that guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay,
kidding. Thank you. Happy holidays, and I hope your girl licks ass.
Edwin Canastracci says, great episode, guys. Go Rocky Rambo.
Yeah, that's my boy right there, Edwin Canastracci.
That's right. Let's see. Al Horta had another one. Mustaine's got hand problems. Maybe Ellefson can give him a hand.
Hey, I get that one. I see what he did there. The elephant. Gotta do
You
the
are the
elephant.
master of the Ellefson jokes, so that one definitely goes to you.
I am the master of the elephant jokes. You know it. I know it. Who we bullshitting here?
Ryan T. Russell says, just watch First Blood start to finish for the first time in 25, 30 years. Love it. How in the fuck can you go 25, 30 years without watching First Blood? I watch that motherfucker yearly, man. God damn. But glad you enjoyed it. FT Dungeon TV says, hell yeah, do more movie reviews, man. This fucking changes the pace and it kicks ass. So that contradicts something you told me before we started recording. Some people made fun of us. I should say some person.
One person. Just one person.
Yeah. Well, FT Dungeon thought it kicked ass, so fucking A right.
You know, I'm not going to mention the person, right? But I will say, I will describe this person, how stupid he is. This is true, Ian. I don't know if you know this.
Okay.
This guy is so stupid.
How stupid is he?
He worked at the M&M factory, and they fired him for throwing away the W's.
Hi-oh! That is very stupid.
Did you know that he sold his car to get gas money? This is a story. That's how stupid he is.
Sounds like a Polak. But it's not Chris Senzak.
I see what you did there.
All right. BTG 1904 says, Stallone's soccer film is a cult classic in Europe and beyond. Americans are into men in tights in caps playing games of rounders. Great show. You guys rule. What the? I don't even know what. Speak the King's English. Games of rounders. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hey, don't make fun of the guy. He ain't as stupid as that hater of ours. Let me tell you something about that guy that's a hater of ours. That guy is so stupid, Ian.
How stupid is he?
They said Tupac Shakur, and he thought it was a Jewish holiday. Stupid.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Speaking of Polacks, Chris Senzak. What the fuck, you guys? Stop or my mom or shoot and Oscar have to be number 1 and 2. It's just science. That's a Polak for you. God damn it, we love you, Chris.
Yeah, but Chris is not as stupid as our hater, Ian. I'm telling you, our hater is so stupid.
How stupid is he?
They said Fleetwood Mac to him, and he thought it was some new burger at fucking McDonald's.
That's pretty stupid.
That's stupid.
All right. Well, we got Kiss Twats and we got Dr. Fuck Twats. Here's a Dr. Fuck Twat. He loves you. He hates me.
Hey, why are you calling him a twat? He's a Dr. Fuck champion. He's a fucktoid. He is almost humanoid.
All right, Fucktoid Goof Jackson, 7471.
Rowdy. That's my friend, Rowdy Jackson from Canada.
That explains it. He says, great episode. Ian managed not to be such a huge AIDS-ridden goof, like both your lists. First Rambo movie was filmed up in Hope, and they have a huge tourist spot there, and wooden statues of Rambo that get put up every year. A lot of spots are guided, but you can. Holy shit, he wrote a lot. But you can find them hiking too. My brother last year went hiking with a guy, and they had gay sex. Who knew where most of the crap was left from back in the day, like the junker truck he ruins after escaping the officer Tessels. It is there, and since it's Hope middle of bumfuck nowhere, the town more or less looks the same. Also, its surroundings. The bridge at the beginning of the film where he first gets stopped has changed. My list. Honorable mentions, Demolition Man. It's bad but cheesy, good fun. I enjoyed it. Death Race 2000 wasn't originally on my list because I don't consider it a Sylvester Stallone movie, but it's good. If it was to be Seven and Tango and Cash. Never seen Copland. I'll have to watch it. It would most likely be on my list, but I haven't seen it. His list is Rambo 4, Rocky 4, Paradise Alley, Cobra, Cliffhanger, Rocky 3, Rambo, Rambo 2 First Blood, Rocky, and Rocky 2. I hope you guys do more of these. If you do top Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, I'd love to be part of it. If not, I have a list prepared, ready to share for the episode. All right, well, goddamn. He took a lot of time to write that shit, so fucking A. Right on.
That was a very smart comment, Ian. Unlike that hater of ours, who's very stupid.
Yeah.
He's very stupid, Ian.
Well, he picked Rocky 2 above Rocky, so I give him credit.
No. I'm talking about our hater. He's very stupid. I'm throwing you. You know, you got it, Ian. He's very stupid.
How stupid is he?
He's so stupid that it takes him 2 hours to watch 60 minutes.
That is stupid.
That's stupid.
Kevin Lewis 1248 says Tango and Cash. God, is that your favorite, Tango and Cash? Right.
That's stupid, but not as stupid as our hater. Our hater's so stupid, Ian, that...
How stupid is he?
That he paid his mortgage by selling his house. That's
Trayborn Evans says, great episode. Glow in the Fart. I like that name. Says, I love Stopping My Mama's Shoot. An absolute classic. And then Glow in the Fart goes, I love that shit. Glow in the Fart. Yeah. Leaves his top 10. Number 10, Expendables 2. Number 9, Over the Top. Number 8, Death Race 2000. Number 7, Rocky 2. Number 6, Rocky 4. Number 5, Rocky 2. He loves it so much he put it twice. Cobra at number 4. At 3, First Blood. At 2, Rocky Balboa. And at number 1, Rocky, the original.
Dude, Over the Top, really?
I saw that shit in theaters.
I'll admit that is stupid, but not as stupid as our hater, Ian. You know, our hater is so stupid.
How stupid is he?
that he thinks Oasis is better than Cheap Trick.
That's stupid.
That's stupid.
All right. Hannah Montana Hales says, best podcast on earth. Y'all never fail to make my day. Can't go a day without listening to y'all talk music and other great things. RMCP for life. Fuck yeah, Hannah Montana.
Fuck yeah. That's who our listeners are. Real motherfuckers, not no fake bitches that we used in Nashville.
Yeah. You know who you are. All right. Jerry Cretans 2522 says, awesome episode, Copland rules. Yes, it does.
Yes.
Great. You blew it. Furioso BFB, salute, great show. Rocky 1, 2, 3, and 4, First Blood, Over the Top, Cobra are my faves and most watched. Right.
Boy, a lot of people love Over the Top. That shit sucks.
Yeah. Not even the fucking Kenny Loggins song was good, and he usually had some great fucking like theme songs.
No, man, that was fucking
Meet Me Halfway sucked.
It was Sammy Hagar who did Over the Top.
Well, he might have been on the soundtrack, but the single released was Meet Me Halfway.
No, man, it was the video, and even Sammy Hagar and Sylvester Stallone arm wrestle at the end. You never seen that video?
I think I've seen the one where Sammy Hagar wrestles with his sexuality, and that's
yeah. I saw that one too, and he lost.
Yeah. Now, was Sammy Hagar on that soundtrack too?
Dude, there's a video which montage of the movie and Sammy Hagar playing. I think it's Winner Takes It All or Over the Top, one of the two.
Winner Takes It All up the ass. Yeah, it was probably from that horrible solo album he did after he was in Van Hagar.
You mean he made a solo album that wasn't horrible?
Good point. Count Ralphus.
Yeah.
Count Ralphus says Drago is the best Rocky villain.
He's wrong.
He kills Apollo in the ring. He has the Russian president cheering him on. USA versus USSR.
I prefer Mr. T than Apollo.
Yeah. I love Count Ralphus, but yeah, he's got it wrong there. But I do love Drago, though.
I love Drago too, but no. Mr. T's the best. He was the best.
All right. And Count Ralphus goes on to give his top 5. He says at number 5, Rocky 3. At number 4, Rocky 4. At number 4, the Rocky 2. And number 3 is Death Race 2000. Number 2 is Rocky 3. And the number 1 is First Blood. Well, I can't argue with anybody who says First Blood is the best. So there you go. And Zandig666 says, at your metal service, Stallone, I'm in. A real man's man. Stay heavy. Stallone likes heading for a heartbreak. Oh, right on. So do I. So there you go. There are YouTube reviews of our last episode.
That's a cool segment, right, Ian?
Yeah. I like it. Gives us something to talk about.
We're changing shit up, but we're also kind of bringing in the past. Instead of iTunes reviews, now it's YouTube reviews.
Yeah, well, shit changes. The medium changes, It's what it is.
So all you people that are leaving comments on the Facebook thing, leave it on the YouTube one, because on Facebook, we ain't going to read it.
Yeah. All right. Well, now let's go to the regular news, see if we got something worth talking about. All right, here we go. John Bush brings his anthrax celebration to St. Charles, Illinois. And, man, I wish he would have played a show around here because I've seen, John Bush era anthrax multiple times, probably like fucking, I don't know, at least 6 or 7 times. I've seen him multiple times on multiple tours and shit. I gotta say his set list left a little to be desired, but goddamn, I would have been at the show. Did you watch any of the footage, Ralph?
Yeah, and I didn't think there was nothing wrong with that set list. It had all my favorites on there.
Okay.
One song I don't like is that Inside Out crap from Volume 8. And I saw a clip of him doing that song, and holy shit, dude. I mean, the guy still belts it out because I may not like the song, but he belts it out on that tune. And dude, live, he can still do it. So I was extremely impressed. My friend Eve saw it last night, and Ryan T. Russell, Ian said,
Yeah.
watched it. And Category 7 Open, Eve said they were awesome. I go, I told you, man, that band is badass. But I saw the, man, Potter's Field, that's like my favorite. I think he opens with that.
Yeah,
Because
no, Powdersfield's awesome. Inside Out, that's like my favorite song on Volume 8. That's not saying much.
he
Uh,
does Catharsis, I like that song, and he does that.
I don't think he did that at this show.
Well, I
The
saw it on
one
the
song,
pedal.
the song that he did that I cannot fucking stand. I think it's one of the worst Anthrax songs ever. Is "Safe Home." I
Oh,
fucking
he does
hate.
that?
Yeah,
I
well, he did
fucking,
it.
I hate that song.
Yeah, at this show in Illinois, he did Pottersfield, Radnamax, The Senseless Violence, Refuse to Be Denied, Inside Out, Cadillac Rock Box, High Pro Glow, Thousand Points of Hate, Crush, Nobody Knows Anything, Black Lodge, King Size, Safe Home, Room for One More, Fueled, and encores of What Doesn't Die and Only. And I pretty much love all those songs
Yeah,
except Safe Home.
seriously, all those songs I like except that Safe Home. I thought every other song was good.
Yeah. Yep. Safe Home was fucking
A
horrible, man.
thousand points of hate is something they didn't Anthrax didn't do.
Yeah, I don't remember him doing that. That was the first time I saw Anthrax was on the Sound of White Noise tour, and
I saw
I
him
don't think
four times on that tour.
no shit. Wow. Wow.
It reduced. Like the first time I saw it, they headlined with White Zombie.
Yep.
Then
Saw that.
I saw them headline a radio festival, and then the next two times they came, it was tiny venues. It's like the album started off strong and it just did. It tanked because they released Black Lodge as a second single, and that killed the album. Only
Yeah.
gave it some momentum. They should have followed it up
Oh
with
yeah.
either Room for One More or High Pro Glow. That should have been the follow-up song.
Potter's Field's fucking badass too.
Potter's Field is, to me, my favorite on that album.
This is not an exit. That's another fucking amazing one on there.
I saw them play that. They
I
played
I
that
lo-
when they played the little shows.
yeah, I love Black Lodge, but I mean, I get it though. It was
Dude,
just it
I'm
was
telling you, man, Black Lodge blows compared to the version that's called Mad to Strings. Have you heard that version?
no.
There's
Oh wait a minute. Is that on the EP?
yeah. Let me grab
Yeah,
it.
I got the one where they do "Lover All I Can" and shit. Yeah, I've got that on CD.
There's a mix on there though. I'll tell you the name of it. Oh my god, it blows. I don't know why they didn't release it. It's this.
Hold on, I'm looking at fucking. Yeah, I got that. I got that. Yep.
Well, it's called. I think it's Mad to Mellow Mix. That's the best
Yeah.
version of Black Lodge. When you hear this, and then I
Is
mean,
that
when
the
I
one
hear
Al Jurgensen did? I think Al Jurgensen
Al
does one.
Jurgensen did High Pro Glow.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, and I got autographed. I don't know whose autographs those are.
Nice.
But yeah, I love that version of Black Lodge. I mean, until I heard that version, yeah, I liked it on Sound of White Noise. But when I heard that version, I was like, oh fuck, because I'm a huge fan of Twin Peaks,
Right. Me
and
too.
the beginning of that version is Twin Peaks music.
Right.
It's all that moody, eerie. It sounds like Twin Peaks, like the fucking that trailer scene with the flashlights and shit, looking for Laura Palmer in the early episodes. It has that vibe. And then when you hear the album version, it's kind of shitty. And that is the fucking video. And it killed. It killed the album. They shouldn't have really, and they released it in summertime. It's not a summertime song, man. They dropped the
Yeah.
ball on that shit.
But no, it's funny. You got the same like Digipack cardboard CD version that I got, and like Who thought that was a good fucking idea? Probably the same guy said Oasis is better than Cheap Trick.
Hey,
You
hey,
know?
I got one even worse. It's barely holding together, but it's badass. This right here is a double CD, right? And it's barely holding together.
Oh, the only one? Yeah.
But my God, they do an amazing version of Vita saying Cheap Trick
Oh, great cover.
and
Great cover.
Cowboy Song Thin Lizzy.
Yep. Another good cover.
And
But a Vita Zane takes the cake.
I think the best cover they done was London from the Smiths. Have you heard that?
Oh man, did they? And I like the original. I love the Anthrax cover. That was on the Airhead soundtrack.
It's on
Is
this
where that?
too. It's
Yeah.
on you know, man, I'm really the past like few months, I've really gotten into the Smiths.
Yeah, because you're a fag like me.
Dude, seriously, that is homo music on steroids. Heaven knows I'm miserable now. I fucking love that shit, man.
Dude, the Queen is dead. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What an album.
Oh, oh yeah. But I mean
John
that song in particular. I mean, for a bunch of figs, they got some really good songs. You know.
Panic, man. Panic is the shit.
Yep.
Burn the
Yep.
DJ. You know, I now love the Smiths. I'm a big fan of the Smiths. I got this CD called The Sound of the Smiths, which is
Hmm.
really, really long and it's like a compliment. It doesn't have London on it though. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy all the other Smith CDs. Fuck, I play that CD over and over and over again. Morrissey is so fruity, but I love it, man.
And what's funny is I remember, good friend of mine from high school. I used to make fun of him for listening to Morrissey and the Smiths when we were in high school, because I'm like, oh, that's some fag shit, while I'm listening to fucking Warrant Winger and Cinderella and all this shit, I'm like, oh, that ain't, and now I love that shit. But yeah, fucking A. All right, what else we got here? Um, but yeah, man, I think it's great he's doing this, and I only wish that I had a chance to see it.
I think you know what? I think it's gonna be a tour because
You think so?
yeah, I heard they've been selling really well, and they only booked like 3 or 4 shows. So promoters see this shit and they're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna promote. I'm gonna pay." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
It's done well.
here's another thing I'd like to see, but this shit ain't coming over here. Graham Oliver and Paul Quinn are going to celebrate 45 years of Saxon's Wheel of Steel at a special UK concert. I mean, I have no idea who's singing. You got big shoes to fill there of Biff Byford. But goddamn, I love some goddamn Saxon, man. And love to see these guys still out there playing. So, fucking A.
Brett Michaels is filling in.
Never mind. Kirk Winstein says new Down album will be released by September of 2026. And I got big hopes for this, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. The first Down album is fucking amazing. I think the second one is so underrated. Third one is kind of like, I like some of it, but I'm privy, like being in New Orleans at the time and everything. I know a lot of the shit that went down, and it all makes sense when you listen to the album. The 2 EPs were good, but not the same. But now you got Winstein back. I'm hoping for something good. I'm more excited about a new Down album and tour than I am like a bullshit Pantera reunion. What do you think?
I like the EPs more than the second album.
Really? You don't like the second album, huh?
I do.
Oh, wow.
Bustle in Your Head Crow, good album. Goes to Mississippi. It's got some cool tunes, but fuck, dude, the Purple album, fucking the Purple EP, Witch Tripper. Come on, it's one of the greatest songs they ever did. Witch Tripper. And Phil Anselmo video, he's like Aleister Crowley. That shit's fucking awesome. But yeah,
Man,
Nola's the shit.
You know what I listened to today, man? And I really slept on it. And I saw him on the tour, but I didn't check out the album all that much. Was the third Superjoint album. And I was a little like, I'm like, Fazio's not there. Fucking Hank Three's not there. I'm like, eh. And I listened to about half of it today while I was doing some shows. Like, fuck, this is fucking kick ass. But I love a lot of Phil's, like side projects and minor. If you like the Smiths, man, and shit like that, you need to check out N Minor. Is this site? He says it's like his versions of like a Smiths or a Cure album, which of course it sounds nothing like that, but it is like weird, mellow, more like introspective kind of shit. I think you'd dig it. I think you would.
I'll check it out.
But yeah, I hope the new Don album kicks ass. Here's something that wasn't on my bingo dance card, but the original Bullet Boys are back together for the first time in 4 years.
Oh, I laugh because you bring this up here. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Why are we talking about the goddamn Bullet Boys?
I love the Bullet Boys, guys.
You do? You're a Bullet Boys fan? Oh shit, that's too funny.
I the original Bullet Boys. I haven't heard too much of the other shit, but I was like, I like some Bullet Boys. But Mick Sweeta, who was currently, or I don't know if he still is, in the what the fuck's that gay ass shit? Ricky Rocket Mafia. He's like, I will never play with fucking Mark Torrin again. Like, fuck this motherfucker and shit. But they're doing it again, and they did a show in Chicago, and I was like, I gotta see it. I gotta see, because these guys are all like almost fucking 60 now. They're like the Bullet Grandpas. I'm like, let me see this shit. It sounded good as fuck. I was really impressed. I was totally like getting ready to laugh at this shit. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fucking sad. But I mean, every like musicianship was fucking tight. Mark's vocals were tight for somebody his age, and he ain't lip syncing at this shit. I was like, God damn. I was really surprised. Now this shit's probably gonna end next week when Mark Torian gets arrested for not paying his child support, as he has many times.
Ian, as you're saying this, like, you would get the same reaction I'm having if somebody was saying your exact same words, except instead of Bullet Boys, they'd be saying White Lion.
Yeah.
You'd get a good laugh at that. The musicianship.
Yeah. I don't get that. White Lion sucks.
How about the songs, man? Come on, Smooth Up In You. Give me a break.
That's some shit right there.
Yeah, it is shit. That's true.
Dirk Verberdurndurndurm, that skinny ass guitar player from Megadeth, says joining Megadeth is beyond a dream. I'd never dare to dream that he would join him.
Hey, I like that other song, man.
Oh, well, that's what I was getting at. Did you hear the new one? What's it called? Born to Shred or Made to Shred?
It's a little cheesy, but I liked it. I didn't like it as much as I Don't Care, whatever it was called before. I like that one a little more, but it's not bad. I liked it.
See, I like the first one the most. Did not care for the second one that you liked. And this one, I liked musically. The lyrics were fucking terrible, though.
I love the lyrics.
The lyrics reminded me of fucking Victory off of fucking Euthanasia. Like it was that like cheesy.
I love that song.
But the guitar work, I fucking loved. Still not sold on, funny you mentioned it, White Lion bassist James Lomenzo as their bass player. I mean, say what you want about, jerk off boy Dave Ellefson. He would usually have some like signature fucking bass lines that stuck out and did all that shit.
When?
I didn't hear it.
When?
What's that?
When the fuck did he have signature shit after Peace Sells? When?
Well, I thought we were talking about Peace Sells.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Peace Sells. But after that,
Uh,
you know, it's
go to
an
hell,
insane show.
go to hell as like some cool bass line. But I don't know. It just sounds like it sounds the video is fucking horrible. I wish I would have listened to the song before I watched the video because the video is just fucking cringe as fuck. Um, but lyrically, I didn't think it was that good, and I consider Mustaine a good lyricist, especially on the early Megadeth. I thought he had some like really good shit to say,
I
and I
don't
just
see a difference between this and Rattlehead lyrics. It's the same shit. Juvenile's a
well,
killer.
well, to me, it's about as bad as the Mechanics lyrics.
Again,
But
I love the lyrics of Mechanic. I fucking love
yeah,
that shit.
so, but I did like the guitar work, man. A lot of people online are like going crazy about Timu. Yeah, I think he's a great guitar player, man. So I'm excited for the. I shouldn't say excited, but I'm interested in the album.
I'll
I
buy it
hope
on
it's great.
CD.
Yeah. But yeah, not too bad. Not my favorite. Scribble. I saw he made a post. He said it was his favorite of the three. I would disagree. My favorite is the first one that they released, even though I can't remember the name of it. But so
Tipping
there you
point.
go. Tipping Point. Yeah, Tipping Point's my favorite, definitely. Because to me, it just kind of it checked all the boxes for Megadeth. I like the lyrics. I like the musicianship. I like the it was fucking thrashy and shit.
Well,
Uh,
I know why you like it because it's called tipping point, like the tip of a dick, which also would explain your love for Bullet Boys.
now you got me so hot. I gotta go piss so I can
Oh,
hold my dick.
look at you sucking that robot dick. Oh boy, this Ian, huh? Why do I do a show with this idiot? Because I love it. I love this idiot. He's so angry. See, we're about to do a Kiss episode tonight, and he's gonna lose his fucking mind. Now, they're both great albums, and he loves both these albums, but he's gonna find a way to bash on Kiss regardless. And he was a self-admitted Kiss twat when he was a kid. To him, Kiss could do no wrong. He was just like the Kiss twats we encounter today. That's what he was. And he's ashamed of it. And I'll tell him this again. I have a feeling the reason that Ian hates Kiss so much is because his favorite member was Paul Stanley of Kiss. Mine's Ace. That's why I love Kiss and he hates Kiss because his favorite member is Paul Stanley. I would hate Kiss too if that was my favorite member. You know what I'm saying? Here he is. All right.
This just in: Lonnie Vincent from Bullet Boys is a better bass player than James Lomenzo.
Who?
Exactly. Anthrax filmed a music video for the first single from their upcoming album, even though they didn't release the name of the album or the single. How do you feel about the new Anthrax? Do you give a shit at all? Are you hopeful it's good? Do you think it's probably going to suck? What you got?
I don't know. I'll judge it when it comes out. I mean, I will say I will be surprised if it doesn't suck. That's all I can say. And until I hear it, I'm not gonna say it sucks or not. But even though I liked the last album more than you did, I heard it like 6 months ago, and there's still a couple songs I liked off it. But overall, it wasn't really a good album. And Anthrax to me hasn't made a solid, great album in my opinion since Sound of White Noise. I enjoyed Stomp. I enjoyed a couple songs here and there, but I would love to hear the album they did with Stan Nelson.
Has anything ever been like leaked online of that?
No, and that shit was recorded.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
never
no,
going to see the light
that'd
of
be
day.
interesting. No, I'm kind of saying like I liked worship music. Didn't love it. I liked it. For All Kings didn't. I liked less than that. Um, I'm glad Joey's back, but I just want a fucking thrash album through and through. I don't want fucking ballads. I don't want experimental shit. I just want fucking thrash Anthrax, which I doubt I'm gonna get, but of course it's something I'm gonna check out, and if they come around, I'll go see it. But my hopes ain't that high anymore. All right, what else we got here? Uh, oh, uh, yeah. Kiss got recognized at the Kennedy/Trump Center honors. What do you think about that? Did you see any footage from that, Ralph?
Yeah, well, I saw little tiny clips. I didn't see Cheap Trick yet doing Rock and Roll Night. I believe they did that. And
Yeah.
but I saw there was somebody playing a Kiss song. I saw that, like a clip of
Yeah.
that. What was it? Who was it? I forgot.
I didn't know any of that. Like I didn't know what happened. Like I remember like when Led Zeppelin got inducted and Nancy Wilson played some Zeppelin songs and shit. I remember that. Um, but I didn't know like, if Kiss was gonna play or like somebody played it. Like I had no idea Cheap Trick played. Until I saw this shit like people hating online. They're like, oh, fuck you, Cheap Trick, for going to the Donald Trump fucking thing and blah, blah, blah. And I saw Rick Nielsen put out a statement saying it has nothing to do with that. It's just our friendship with Kiss. That's why we did it. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't even know what song they did.
Squirrel is
But
so fucking stupid. Getting
somebody else,
mad at Cheap Trick for that.
yeah,
So stupid.
somebody else performed as well as Cheap Trick doing
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Kiss.
There was somebody, and I saw the clip of them doing a Kiss song, but I can't remember now what it was. But you know how stupid it is to get mad at Cheap Trick playing that show? You know what's just as stupid as that, Ian?
What's that?
Thinking that
How how stupid?
thinking that Oasis is better than Cheap Trick. That's stupid.
That's stupid.
That's stupid.
That's stupid.
Yeah. That's
I
even
hope
stupider.
I hope I live long enough to see Oasis get a Kennedy Trump Center award, and I hope Cheap Trick plays it and they do it better. or Cheap Trick gets in and Oasis got to do it. That'd be even better. I want to see them do Raising Hell. But yeah, I had no idea. It's kind of. It is. It's sad that Ace wasn't there because I think it mattered more to Ace than the other three, So that sucks. But it's whatever.
It's sad, man. It's sad. And then they had Gene Simmons said, oh, they're going to have a chair just for Ace. And then Shannon goes, that's where I'm going to put my purse.
Oh,
what a cunt.
That didn't happen, did it?
I swear to God that happened, dude.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Holy
and they got on video her saying it.
Oh, man. That's fucked up.
That's
fucked up.
I was like, was that Shannon or Ian?
I'd set my purse there, but I'm an asshole. God damn. Shit, that's pretty fucked up, though, man. Yep. I do. I feel bad about that because Ace was actually excited about that, where I don't think any of the others gave a fuck, But, oh, man, that's fucked. How disrespectful. Oh, well.
Yeah, look it up.
Right.
It's on video.
New video surface of AIDS Frehley being escorted off stage due to heat exhaustion at one of his last performances.
I saw it.
Was it bad? Did he look bad?
He looked rough. They were pretty much carrying him off the stage. Some chick, and it looked bad for him. He didn't look good.
Well, it would bother me, but I saw Rachel Gordon put up some posts that Ace is not even dead. So
he's with Tupac.
I'm not feeling too bad. Yeah. Oh, God. Here's a funny one. Kiss legend Peter Criss signs copy of his new solo albums at New York City's Rough Trade. Man. I saw a post today. I'm going to leave this person anonymous. But they just posted a thing on Facebook saying, they're having a hard time right now. And it was a sad post. It's somebody we both care about and love. And I just wrote, I said, look, the new Peter Criss album has everybody depressed. Calm down. Go listen to some real Van Halen and remember you're loved. Yeah, new Peter Criss. So, boy, the shit I've seen online about this.
That's why.
What?
That's why you're gonna hate it, Ian. I know. Even if you think it's good, you're gonna fucking hate on
No, if there's a song I love, though, I'm going to say it, dude.
it. No,
There's
you're
plenty
not.
of
No,
Peter
you're
Criss.
not. No,
Hey,
you're not.
I love Hooligan. Hooligan's a great song, and you say it sucks. I say fuck you. Hooligan kicks ass. So you can't say that. But I'm just saying, this guy
If
left
you
to his
heard
own
Hooligan
devices.
today for the first time, you'd hate it. If Hooligan was on the new Peter Criss album, you'd hate it.
Why do I
Uh-huh.
stick by it? Why do I stick by it now when I turn my back on so much other Kiss bullshit? Hooligan's better than fucking Hard Times
All right, all right. Well, let's just wait for your review.
or Dirty Living or
Let's see.
whatever.
Let's see how right I am when you hear the
All right.
album.
All right. You might be surprised.
I won't be surprised. I know you will.
Motherfucker. All right. What do we got here? Anything else worth a shit? Oh, here's one. This isn't a story, but just a question to you. Because I saw a post today and it was like, fuck, made me think. What's your favorite album of 2025?
Ooh, damn.
And I had to look at the list because I'm trying to remember, like, okay, what was released this year? What did I actually listen to? What am I still listening to?
Peter Criss.
It's Kiss Wednesday. Send me your money.
I
No.
really like the new corner.
The new
I-
corner. I have not listened to that yet.
Oh,
I've heard
it's so
good
amazing.
stuff though. I've heard good
Wait,
stuff.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because I know something came out earlier this year that's probably even better.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, that album's like that's all I've been listening to lately. It's fucking awesome. Love it.
That's one of those. I definitely need to check that out. I haven't got around to it yet. I would say out of what I've listened to and what I've got, my favorite is definitely The Revenge of Alice Cooper. Still love that album. Still listen to it. It's in regular rotation by far. And what's funny is, like, year before that, I think our album of the year was the Deep Purple album.
Yeah.
That we took a lot of shit for. A lot of people said, "Oh, that album sucks." We both loved it. Mine would definitely be, from what I've heard, Alice Cooper. But I do need to check out that corner because I've heard nothing but good shit about it.
Yeah, and the last what's the name of that band? God, I can't remember the name of the band. With the chick singer Stacy Savage. The band is Savage Master. I thought their last album was the best one they made so far.
Savage Master. No idea. What kind of
It's
music
like
is it?
it's metal, chick singer, and they're awesome. They're awesome.
Okay,
They're an
well,
awesome band.
I'm pretty rough on chick metal, but
Well,
if you like it, I'll check it out.
it's only one girl singing, and the whole band are wearing hoods. It's kind of a macabre feel they got going.
Okay.
They're good.
Well, I mean, I say that about chick metal, but I fucking adore Ruby the Hatchet. So, I mean, I'm not, there's a chance. I'll check it out. What's the name of it again?
Savage Master. Let me grab the album for you.
All right. Let me go to the video. Savage Master. Must be good if you got it on vinyl.
Yeah, I had it on vinyl.
You bought it or it was given to you?
I bought it.
All right. Well, you must really like it.
Well, I got two of their albums, but this is the new one.
All right.
It's called Dark and Dangerous, and this one's really good. I had her sign it. I had the band sign it. It's called Myth, Magic, and Steel. And they have like a couple more albums that I have on compact disc. I really dig this band, but I think their last album is the
Okay.
best one yet.
Are they American band or
Yeah,
European band?
yeah. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think they're from Kentucky because um, Dick Twatkins is friends with them.
Oh, okay. All right. Savage Matt. I'll check it out. Like what kind of metal would you say it is?
It's kind of got a traditional feel with a little sprinkle of I wouldn't say goth, but yeah, it's a little dark in spots. Another great band I discovered this year is a band called Void. Uh, Fucking awesome. They opened for Dark Angel, Sacred Reich, and Hyrax. And
Okay.
honestly, I thought they stole the show. I thought they were the best band there, and they opened the whole thing. They were fucking amazing. Void. Check out that band.
All
That
right.
would be
All right.
another contender for my favorite album of the year. So there you go. I
Nice.
just named three.
All right. Well, here's something. I'm very interested to hear your take on this because I know you're a huge fan of this band. Um, what do you think about this whole? And this shit really caught me off guard. This Triumph reunion. Uh, but it seems kind of weird because it's like Triumph, but you don't know if Mike Levine's going to be there and Gil's there, but there's also another drummer and Phil X is there who replaced the other guy. It's kind of like I
It's
don't know.
not
It's almost
Triumph.
like
They're
yeah,
they're
it's
they're
almost
they're being too vague about it. They're not being upfront about it. Mike
okay.
Levine just recently came out saying he had some kind of accident where he can't play the bass, his hand. So
Right.
obviously he's not going to be there. Gilmore has said many times in order for him to reunite and do Triumph again, he needs at least 6 months to rehearse. Well, they're going to have another drummer on stage. So who knows? Maybe he'll be, because he was a drummer singing, maybe he'll sing Allied Forces with a guy playing drums. And then Phil
Yeah.
X, why the fuck is Phil X there? Fucking Rick Emmett is still amazing.
Yeah.
But I would go see it in a heartbeat if it came my way.
Oh, you don't have tickets already?
It's not coming my way.
Oh, I thought you were going. I thought there's nothing in Florida.
Yeah, in Tampa, but it ain't worth 5 hours. I saw Triumph, dude. I
Okay.
saw the real Triumph. Why would I pay fucking over $100 and travel 5 hours to see something that's not the real Triumph? But I'd
Okay.
go see it in a heartbeat if it played down here. I would go because I know
Yeah.
it's going to be a great show, regardless. And I'm telling you, Ian, I now have a different attitude with these tribute fucking bands.
Yeah.
Ever since I saw Jason Bonham like last month. It was so amazing. I'm like, you know what, man? It's good to go out and watch some bands pay tribute to another band. And if you're gonna pay tribute with Triumph, with Gilmore and Rick Emmett there with some other guys playing, fuck it, I'll go because I'm sure it'll be a great thing to witness. But I'm not gonna walk out of there going, I just saw Triumph. I didn't. I saw a Triumph tribute. But I'd love to see it. But it's not something I'll drive 4 or 5 hours for.
Okay. Well, that explains it all. Okay. Yeah. No, I've seen a lot of shit online. Both positive and negative, talking about it, and basically saying this is the equivalent of like Kiss avatars and shit. Which at first, I mean, when I first read the headline that they were touring, the first thing in my mind it was the original three, you know. And then as I read it, I saw this other, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, and then it turns into fucking, Guns N' Roses with three keyboard players and one of them's a girl, I'm like,
A girl, that makes it even worse. It'd be okay if it was a guy keyboard player.
yes. Um, but I'm in the same boat as you. I mean, if it was near me, I would go. And I'm not even a big Triumph fan, but I mean, fuck, just to hear Fight the Good Fight, I would go alone. I'd pay top dollar just to hear that one fucking song. That's how much I love Fight the Good Fight. Um,
It's their best
but yeah,
song.
it's a weird situation. but it's one where I don't know. I'm kind of mixed because the thing with Triumph that always kind of pissed me off was like when there was starting to be this resurgence where people were like talking about Triumph again, where Triumph was like, well, we're not going out unless we can have lasers and we're headlining the show. And I'm like, learn your fucking place. You had it, it passed, you fucked up, you're gone, whatever. Go out and play clubs because people still want to see you. And they weren't cool with that. So I was like, fuck you, you Canadian fucks, you know? And now they're finally decided, like, hey, we're going to go out and do it. But it's like with a 7-piece fucking band. I don't know if it's going to be this major laser light show or whatever, whatever they do.
It's gotta be. They gotta give the show. Come on. Triumph is known for the big show. They gotta do that.
I know, but my whole thing is it should be about the songs and the fucking music.
It
Fuck your
was. It
fucking
was.
laser
When
show.
I saw Triumph back in the day, it was about the
Yeah,
songs with the show.
right. We're talking back in the day, but like
But they're
even
gonna
blues.
dude, come on. You think Triumph is gonna get back together and give you a half-ass performances with some new guys up on stage? That shit's gonna rule. They're gonna play it tight. They're gonna play it great. It's gonna be awesome. But it's not Triumph.
Right. That's what I'm not saying it's not going to be tight and it's not going to be accurate, but it's not going to be played by the original guys. It's like a
Of
fucking
course, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And that's not Triumph to me.
Exactly. So, yeah, we both agree there. But that being said, if it was coming to fucking around here, I'd go in a heartbeat. All right, what else we got here? Let's see. Peter Chris says he put his heart and soul into his new soul album, which is proof that he has no heart and he has no soul.
Whoa, Ian, you haven't heard the album yet. Oh, I'm shocked with your negative reaction.
Oh, you know it sucks.
I know, but
Uh,
you don't know yet. And it's going to suck to you, and you're going to be like, I knew it. You're
did you
predictable,
see?
dude.
Did you see the new Rainbow box set that's coming out?
I'm buying that shit.
That's kind of what's fucked up though. Is like why do you just do the first two? Why not include shit from fucking Long Live Rock and Roll? Seems kind of weird.
Who knows? All I
Uh,
know is I want it. I'm going to get it.
no, I hear you there. The majority of the box set though, I already have. I think there's one concert that's going to be on the box set that hasn't been previously released, but all the other shit's been released.
I don't care.
I mean, yeah, still going to check it out. I mean, it's amazing, but I just find it weird from a marketing standpoint. Why not include, all the Dio shit?
Hey, it worked for me. I'm buying it, so whatever.
Oh, bitch, you ain't buying it. Somebody's going to buy it for you.
Either way, I'm getting it.
All right. Let's see what.
You want to see what somebody sent me? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
Check
you
this
got?
shit out. Dennis Turney Jr., my buddy, bought me this, dude.
Oh, I love that guy. Oh, dude,
Yep, for Christmas.
dude,
Nightlife and fighting.
dude, I'm so pissed because for like a month online, there's like an abridged version of Nightlife and Fighting where it's not even the total of either album, but it's a mixture of the two remastered. I'm like, fuck that. I want the whole thing because that 76 box set was fucking amazing.
This is the whole album.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying online, you cannot get that. I have
Oh,
not seen that. There's only a one disc version that's available online. I want the shit you got in your hands right now. How
this
good
is
is it?
seven CDs, dude. And
Oh, that's a CD, not a album.
yeah, no, these are CDs. And
Oh wow,
and like the CD one is Nightlife, the original version, and the
right,
remastered version, both. And fighting's, it's both
right.
times. Let me tell you, the remastered version blows away the originals.
No
Blows
shit.
it away. A nice, sharper, cleaner sound. The live shit on here, it's got like, that famous dude that people would go on a show in England, radio show and play. There's a lot of live footage on here and a really cool early version of Cowboy Song before Cowboy Song came out.
No shit.
Live, but different lyrics, but the same musically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this shit is godly. Seven
That's
CDs,
awesome.
killer book. Dennis Turney Jr. sent me this shit.
That's awesome. I want that shit bad. You got the 76 box set? That
No, I
one's
did
killer.
not. I dropped the ball.
Oh. Well, I've got like, digitally I can send it to you. Hey, that reminds me. I sent you some shit on Dropbox. I don't know if you ever grabbed it. I sent it to you when we did.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, when we did the Smithereens, I sent you that like Lost Smithereens album, and I sent you the all new remastered the Beatles. It's Anthology 1 through the new Anthology 4.
I bought the new one, 4.
Is it good? I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
like Free as a Bird more on the new one because they got more AI shit on there that make it sound more cleaner.
Oh, it
Where
does sound better?
Yeah, the Free as a Bird from the '90s, you can kind of tell it's off a shitty tape where John's singing through, where they
Yeah.
clean
I
that
still
shit
loved
up.
it though.
No, I love it too, but here it's clean. But honestly, it's like, dude, I love the anthologies. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck before we shit the bed. The fucking anthology shit is great. I love it. This is a continuation of it, but you can tell there's songs like Hey Bulldogs on there, which is cool, and a couple other
Yeah.
ones, but then there's a lot that's kind of like, eh, you know,
Well, I saw
instrumental.
when I saw the track listing, I was like, well, this is kind of like shit that was already covered. So, but I've got it, but I haven't listened to it yet. But anyway, it's in your Dropbox.
Okay, I'll get it.
All right. But yeah, dude, I really want that fucking Thin Lizzy. I type in every day. I'm like Thin Lizzy, and like it fucking ain't there because that 76 fucking box set was fucking amazing. Really good. I was really happy with that. All right, what else? Oh, this one. As soon as I saw it, I knew Ralph. I knew you would just be like laughing and laughing at me. But did you see this fucking press release that was put out by Jane's Addiction?
No.
Oh, you didn't see this shit? Okay.
No.
So you know about that meltdown they had on stage in Boston in
Yeah.
24, right?
They took
Okay.
my video down of that.
Really?
Yeah, I did a news report on it where I showed the actual footage of the fight. That was a bootlegger in the audience. They took it
Yeah.
down. I guess James Addiction didn't like my news story.
Uh, well, anyway, they put out like a press release saying that basically it's like all the band members apologizing to each other and say, this sucks. We don't want it to end this way. We
We
recently
need
got
money.
together. Well, hold on. Hear me out. It's worse than that. They're like, we've come back together and we've all apologized to each other and we made good, but we're breaking up. So it was just like, hey, we're not suing each other anymore, but there's no more Jane's Addiction. Goodbye. So it's like,
They'll be back. Mark my words.
yeah, yeah. Well, for my sake, I hope so because I've
How the
never
fuck
seen,
are they going to make a living without James Addiction?
yeah. Oh,
None
I
of their
agree
other
with
shit worked. What? A porno for Pyro's reunion? Nobody gives a
that. Yeah.
fuck about that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right. Well, Steve Morris on his exit from Deep Purple says a couple of guys in the band were really glad for me to be gone. And he doesn't say, but do you have any ideas on who would be glad that Steve Morris was gone?
No. Probably Ian Gillan would be one of them.
Yeah, apparently. Well, he alludes in the interview that um, there were certain members that were sick of his like noodling and doing like his thing, and they wanted more like just like kind of deep purplish, shit instead of what he was doing. And while I love Steve Morris, and I do like, more of those albums than I don't with Steve Morris, I think the guy they got now is even better for Deep Purple.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
agree.
that Simon and McBride, man. I mean, I love it because if you watch the footage of him live, when he does the Deep Purple shit, he does it faithfully.
I saw
But
him.
when he, yeah, but when he writes with Deep Purple, the same thing. I think he writes more in that manner. And again, Equals One, my favorite album of 24 by a long shot. Um, you know, and I still love Steve Morris, man. I still want him out there playing guitar. So sad the shit he went through with his wife and stuff. But you know, hey, do some Dixie Dreg shit. Just don't go back to Kansas because they suck. My opinion.
Fuck you.
Okay, bye.
I didn't mean that, Ian.
Okay, bye. Uh, you think that's bad? Here's something even worse.
I love Kansas with Steve Morris.
Jeff Tate says he's 85% done with Operation Mindcrime, and hopefully he never gets to 100% because nobody needs that shit. Oh God, what else we got going on here? Anything?
Oh, Vinnie Vincent. He's selling a CD for $325.
Is that the new Facebook thing everybody's going crazy about?
Yeah, yeah, and get this. It's like three or $250, something like that. But he writes on it, postage is free.
Checks in the mail. Well, here's something I was excited about, and then I was like, fuck. And then my son actually was the one like, hey, maybe we'll do this. Testament announced a new tour of March and April with Overkill and Destruction, which I'm like, fucking A. I'm like, that's killer, but they're not coming to us. The closest they're coming to me is Portland, Oregon. And my son's like, well, what day is it on? He goes, maybe we'll make a trip to Portland, which it really isn't that far from me. And it turns out that it's on a Saturday. So me and my son might go see Testament, Overkill, and Destruction. That's a pretty solid fucking bill.
Get there early.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, Overkill with the new drummer.
Dude, that new Destruction is fucking awesome.
I haven't heard the new Destruction. You like it?
I heard a song. It's badass.
Nice. I saw Destruction once before with Sepultura, and they blew my mind. They were really fucking good. I was like, I knew some Destruction, like out of the big three from Germany. I was much more into Sodom and fucking Creator than I was Destruction. But live, they were really fucking good. I haven't checked it out yet. But curious to see Overkill with the new drummer. I love, man, when they had Bittner in there, he was awesome. But I mean, Jermaine King, I mean, he played on the fucking, with Venom Inc. and everything like that. He's done some great shit, so I'm sure it's going to sound great. I would love it, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the New Testament album. Solid lineup, man. I'll go check that out. So hopefully me and my boy make that trip. That'd be fun. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Looking.
Fill my glass.
All right, go ahead, fill your glass. When you get back, I'll have a new story. Nobody cares about that. All right. Well, I think that's it. Till we wait for Ralph to get back. When Ralph gets back, we got the final story, and then we'll get into what this episode's all about. So how you guys doing? How about you back there in the cheap seats? Doing good. All right. All right.
What, you ain't talking, man? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I knew you'd be back soon. All right, here you go. All right, final story.
I'll be off camera. I'm gonna take a piss, but my bathroom's right here. I can still hear you.
All right, all right. Well, final story, and it fits into what we're talking about. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons has gotten into a lot of trouble, with this comment he made about, Ace Frehley and Ace's death. All these, people online were losing their fucking minds. Like, holy shit, how could he just say that? And, it did seem ill timing. But he later, redacted it, said, I'm sorry, Didn't mean to say that, didn't mean to offend anybody. But now he got in even more trouble this week, which is like, God damn, Gene. Take a fucking week off. But now he said he was commenting on the recent death of the great Rob Reiner. Up in my picture here. We got to go this way. Magic of fucking cameras. Yeah, he said of Rob Reiner's death, he says, getting your throat slit from your son doesn't kill you. Something else had to happen. And yeah, terrible. But Gene doesn't think, but yeah, it sucks, man. Fucking Rob Reiner died. The meathead. And Rob Reiner, different people to different, eras, like when you grew up, to me and Ralph, he's the fucking meathead. Will always be the meathead. To other eras, he's just a director and he did all this shit. But even if he's just a director, look at the fucking movies this guy did. Fucking Spinal Tap, Sure Thing, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Few Good Men, Ghost of Mississippi, But then he did some shit like North where you're like, maybe he deserved to get killed. Who knows? But, Gene's comments were a little too soon, if you ask me. But I'm a big fan of Rob Reiner. And Ralph and I were talking earlier, we talk about it now, but he's taking a pee-pee. The magic of All in the Family when we grew up. What a groundbreaking show. And it still holds up. Like, you can watch this, you can put up against any sitcom that's on TV now or any sitcom in the last 30 fucking years. And not only does it hold its own, but it fucking excels. Man, just amazing shit. Ralph, you got anything to say about Rob Reiner or All in the Family?
Did you know? I didn't know this about Rob Reiner. He was wearing a wig during All in the Family.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I saw, because everything's Rob Reiner now. I saw footage of him winning a Grammy back during the All in the Family days. He's completely bald. And I'm like, wait a second, he wasn't like this on the show. And then I saw another interview of him talking about wearing that wig. And I'm like, boy, that wig made it look like he was balding. But, he was great. He was awesome. To me, Spinal Tap is, you got to put Rob Reiner in the metal category, even though Rob Reiner hates metal.
Yeah.
He did that whole Spinal Tap to make fun of metal. He's one of those Rolling Stone elitist garbage. I'm sure he likes the Grateful Dead and Moby Grape and shit like that. But whatever, man.
He likes Jody Grind.
Yeah, Jody Grind was actually good. But it doesn't matter. It was a genius movie. And to think most of that movie is improv.
Yeah.
And have you seen the sequel?
I've still not. I can't bring myself to watch it yet. I've
seen it twice. My girlfriend was just here, and we watched it together because it's on HBO now. It's great. It's great. It's nowhere near as good as the first one, but do you expect it to be as good as the first one?
Yeah.
but it's great. It has some really good, funny Spinal Tap-esque scenes. Should I give
Yeah.
away one little thing on the movie?
No,
All
not
right.
for me. No,
But
I'll watch it.
believe
But
me, it's a scene in the movie that totally would have worked on the original. It was so that
right,
vibe, you know.
no, that's
But
awesome. And
I enjoyed it.
yeah,
I did enjoy it.
what a tragedy. And if you look at like all the the news reports are saying that he was killed by his son. Um, but if you look at the pictures that they're posting of his son, that looks like Andrew Jacobs to me. I really think Andrew Jacobs killed Rob Reiner.
You think that Andrew Jacobs has always been Nick Reiner? What was his name? Nick Reiner, right?
Yeah,
Maybe it would make sense because he's psychotic, you know.
yeah.
You know what I got recently, and
What'd
tell
you
me.
get?
Oh, actually,
Herpes?
this wasn't a present. I bought this myself.
Okay.
You know this, right? The Holy Diver.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
release. It has like 5 discs. Dude, tell me that doesn't look like Andrew Jacobs.
that
That is a
is.
dead ringer, dude. Dead ringer of Andrew Jacobs.
Come to my window.
I gotta tell you, man, all these fucking haters we've got through the years. I really don't think Andrew Jacobs would ever want to hear us ever again. you know, I'm sure he hasn't listened to this podcast in ages. That goes for all our haters, except for the retard.
No. Why do you think our ratings are so high? I think the haters listen more than the fucking fans. Like where is fucking TikTok man? Can't find TikTok man. But all the people who hate us, they're every week fucking complaining and bitching, starting their own podcast saying it's America's podcast, knowing goddamn well ain't nobody listening.
Hey. America's podcast happens to be the freeform podcast with the host Mark Alden Taylor, who is a big fan of our podcast, Ian. So
Yeah, well,
do not add him in the mix of haters. Don't add him as a hater this month. Maybe next month, because the guy will probably turn on us later. I don't trust you, Mark.
yeah.
At the moment, yeah, okay, but I don't trust you. But at the moment, hey, check out the Freeform Rock podcast because this
Well, I'll tell you this.
is the
I asked
American
him to be
podcast.
on this episode. I asked Mark to join this episode, and he says, no, I don't go on good podcasts.
Yeah, I understand
So there you go.
that. He's got integrity, Ian.
Yeah.
You know,
All
it's like
right.
why
Well,
why
look.
would you want to why would you want to join something that doesn't suck? It makes you look bad. And
Exactly.
not that you don't look bad already. I don't mean none of that, Mark. Ian wrote that, and I'm reading it now. He said for me to say all this bad shit about you. So look. And just in case you think I am talking about you, check it out. I'm winking.
That's all you got to do. You got
I'm
to do the wink.
winking. You suck.
All right. Well, there you go. That's the fucking news. That's the fucking YouTube reviews. Now we're going to go into what Ralph wanted to do this week, which at first I was very excited about because it's something like I would love to do this, which is a track by track, an album versus album. And then he goes, but we're going to do Kiss. And I'm like, God damn, are our fucking ratings that bad? We got to resort to Kiss right off the fucking bat for the fucking nerds. But then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's going to be a ratings bonanza.
And
And
look,
Ralph,
and honestly, when you asked me what to do, I didn't know, and I just said, "Hey, let's do the first Kiss album versus Rock and Roll Over." It was kind of like a spur of the moment. You could have stopped me and said, "Well, why don't we do like Holy Diver versus Blizzard of Oz or something?" You could have stopped me, but you didn't. So therefore, we're going to do Kiss, the first Kiss
yeah,
album versus Rock and Roll Over, right, Ian?
And trust me, I've got some. If Ralph, because I didn't know about it, because I love the concept, but I didn't know it was going to be like too close to what you do with your channel that you wouldn't want to do it. But now that I know you're willing, there's a lot of other shit I'd like to do. But this is an interesting one. Uh, and it's funny, man. It turned out much different than I thought it was going to turn out. It was much harder than I thought it was going to be. I will say that because one of those like I watch your videos when you do all these track by tracks. I'm very entertained and stuff, and of course a lot of times I'm perplexed, like how in the fuck did you pick that one? What are you fucking nuts, And
Yeah, but
but then
Ian, you got to remember, I'm not a Bullet Boys fan.
I know that's why I'm like you're already at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So so I was like, oh, how could you do that? But there was a moment on this episode, spoiler, not gonna say what song, but I felt your pain. There was one moment where I'm like, no, no, I cannot pick between those two songs. No, you can't make me do this. And I had to. And I went against my heart. I went against my better judgment, but I had to go with my brain. And I had to pick the one. So it's tough. So I want to say right off the bat, much respect to you for what you do with these tracks by tracks, because it's not always as easy as it seems.
There's times where my favorite song off an album will lose against a song that's not even my favorite song off that album. And
Yeah.
that fucking hurts because it's like, this is my favorite song and this is not my favorite song. Yet I think this song's better than my favorite song. Those are the ones that really hurt. Hurt a
Oh yeah.
lot.
Oh, and I had one of those moments on this album. But no, I think it's really cool. Like I said, even though I probably would have picked a different fucking band, but that we're doing this, I think it was really cool, and it was a really neat experience for me to listen to it. And one thing I wanted to ask you, like because I never really talked to you about this. When you do it, do you listen to like track one, then track one off the other album?
I do if I'm not that well familiar with the album. Like, if somebody was to ask me, do the first Kiss album versus Rock and Roll Over, I ain't going to listen to them because it's in my
Yeah.
DNA. But if I got to listen to, let's say, I don't know, Black Sabbath 13 against Sane Anger, shit like that, then yeah, I got to listen. I listen to track one here, then track one there. Yeah, I pause it on YouTube. I go back and forth. That's how I do it.
Well, I thought about it, and like even though these two albums are both very much in my DNA, as much as I rag on Kiss and I bitch about Kiss, I mean this shit is who I am. The way I chose to do it was listening to track one off this album, then track one off the next album. Because I thought that was the only fair way to do it, in my opinion, in my head. And I was really surprised by the outcome. There was a lot of tracks on this that I thought, like initially, if looking at it on paper, like it was going to be this, and it's not up for debate. But then listening to it with my fucking ears, I was like, okay, this shit changed. So it was a really, really fucking neat experience. As much as I joke about like, oh God, we're doing two fucking Kiss albums. I actually enjoyed it, and I enjoyed listening to Kiss again for the first time in a long time. Even though we just did the fucking first Kiss album recently, but putting them up in this, competition where you're going to one and then one to the other, I really did enjoy it, and I think it works perfect with what you wanted to do to try to reinvent, what we do with the show and stepping away from, the normal album reviews. It made it fresh. It made it a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. So thank you. But I'm gonna go.
I got it.
I'm gonna go pee before we go into this.
Huh?
But go ahead. Go ahead real. I got to pee, but go ahead real quick,
Okay.
and then I'm
Well,
gonna.
I'll just say real quick before you pee. Um, if I would have remembered we just did the first Kiss album, I would have probably picked another Kiss album against Rock and
Yeah.
Roll Over. So go pee
Gotcha.
as I entertain the people. Now, I'm not going to bore Ian with this, but I'm going to bore you all with this because on my channel, and I'm sure when we did the review for the first Kiss album, I held this copy up. And this copy was sent to me by somebody called John Haynes. And this is Without Kissing Time. This is the first pressing. And let me tell you, he sent me this, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. It wasn't like, I mean, maybe 2 months ago or less. I finally put the album on because I never did. Unbelievable the condition this vinyl is in. It sounds like it's never been played. Seriously, the cracks are at such a minimum. The album, yeah, the album is a little still pretty good for 51 years old, right? But it's a little worn out. But the vinyl itself is fucking unbelievable, the quality of this. So yeah, I played it. I played it today. And I also played Kiss the Millennial concert today because somebody donated for me to review it, which will be up on Christmas Eve on the Almost Human channel on Kiss Wednesday. My review of the Millennial concert. But yeah, Ian, this is the copy without Kissing Time sent
Oh,
to me,
nice.
sent to me
Yeah.
by the great John Holt.
No,
John,
oh, John Holt sent you
John
that?
Haynes. John Haynes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right on.
And and I will say for the longest time, this was my favorite Kiss album. The
Yeah.
longest time. But it has since changed to this.
Oh, okay. Well, I will say this too is I remember talking to you. I said one year I go for my birthday, I want a track by track.
Oh, I
And
already
then
did it.
I never told you what I wanted.
I did it. Yeah, you wanted Strange Highways versus what was the other one? I did it. It's I think it's cross purposes. I already did it and I scheduled it for your birthday.
Oh yeah, I never picked that.
Yes, you did. It was Strange Highways. I'll tell you right now. Let me look at it.
Did I?
Yeah,
I,
dude.
I I never thought I would pick cross purposes.
All right, maybe not cross purpose. Let me check. I'll tell you
Okay.
right now. Yeah, yeah. Dio Strange Highways versus Cross Purposes. Go rewind one of our episodes. You
Oh,
said,
okay.
I guess when we just recently did Strange Highways, didn't we?
Yeah, that's you know what? That makes perfect sense because that's the episode I have no memory of.
You said it on that episode, and I
Okay.
already did it, and I scheduled it for your birthday. I hope we're both still alive by the time
Me
it's up,
too. Me
because it's a
too.
ways from now. But yeah, I already did
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, what I was getting at though is I remember like initially when I first talked to you about it, not long before it was on an episode, I was thinking like two bands that were like totally weren't even in the same genre. And you're like, those never work out as good. And then like the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, probably wouldn't. Uh, but oh fucking hey, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, no, basically just saying though, I had a lot of fun with this. I think it's a good idea, and this is something I would definitely like to do more of these on the show. And I hope the listeners like this and would like more of this. I know listeners love this on the Almost Human channel, but for fans of Rock and Metal Combat podcast, let us know in the comments. I'll read them next episode.
YouTube. Leave the comments
Yeah,
on
I mean
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, let's do it again. But so here we go. And the funny thing is, even when you sent me this, up until a couple days ago, I was like, oh, what the fuck I got to do? The first Kiss album versus Dress to Kill. And then something came up. It's like, oh no, it's not Dress to Kill. It's Rock and Roll Over. And I was like, oh fuck. So I did all my homework today. I went from one to the other. It was a lot of fun. Ralph, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. Okay, so the first one is Strutter versus I Want You. And this is one like on paper, I'm like, Strutter, Strutter, all day long, all day long. How do you beat fucking Strutter? And then when we did this, I listened to Strutter. I was like, fucking A. And then I listened to I Want You, and I was like, this one fucking hurts, but if I'm being honest, I'm giving an honest opinion. This one goes to Rock and Roll Over. And I Want You. 5 out of 5 AIDS quilts.
Five
I
out of
want
five. What?
AIDS quilts.
AIDS,
Remember, like,
AIDS
yeah,
quill?
remember quilts. Remember when they made the big AIDS quilts for all the AIDS patients in the 80s? AIDS
Yeah.
Fraley? AIDS quilts? Yeah. 5 out of 5 of those.
All right. I Want You is the reason you see everything behind me. I Want You was life changing. Kiss is the ultimate gateway drug in 1978. I know it came out in 77, but in 78 is when I heard I Want You. Ran out to buy Rock and Roll Over, couldn't find it, but I found Double Platinum that had I Want You. So my first Kiss album was Double Platinum. How badass is that to have as your first Kiss album? And of course, it has my favorite version of Strutter on it. And I love the version on Kiss, the first Kiss album and Kiss Alive. I love it. I love Strutter. Strutter's awesome. I Want You, it's better. It's better in my world. It's fucking amazing. It's the song that, said it before, a lot of people, when they're little kids like me, you couldn't escape Kiss. And if you were 13 in 1978, which I was, you couldn't escape Kiss. And Kiss got me on the road to everything you see behind me. But unlike most people, Kiss was the gateway band for me, but it made me not want to buy more Kiss albums. It made me want to buy more albums of bands that sounded like this. I wanted more hard rock. I was aware of Black Sabbath because my brother had Paranoid. I wanted shit like Black Sabbath and Kiss. Then I found Blue Oyster Cult, uh, Cheap Trick, Nazareth, and Judas Priest. And then, a lot of these bands that is AC/DC that I discovered because I ended up liking more than Kiss. So even at this very young age, before 1980, I already had Black Sabbath as my favorite band. And I loved, there was a lot of bands, Ted Nugent, Aerosmith, all that shit I was liking more than Kiss. Though I was still loving on Kiss. But it was Kiss that got me into Aerosmith, Ted Nugent, and everything afterwards. And I blame Kiss for everything behind me. And for that, I'm eternal grateful. I don't give a fuck of the retarded fan base. Whatever. And I know their 80s shit sucked. Whatever. This shit. I Want You. To me, it's like, fuck you. Oh, Kiss is only the fucking the stage show. It's all smoke and mirrors. Bullshit. If they didn't have songs like I Want You, I'd agree. But I Want You is a badass song. And mind you, the first time I heard I Want You, I didn't know what they looked like. I didn't know when I bought Kiss Double Platinum. I was like, oh, that's Kiss? Because I remember seeing the image in magazines and shit. And I was like, oh, the makeup band, that's this band? I didn't know when I heard I Want You. So that goes to all you fucking haters. And I'm talking about the haters from back then that are now dead. Oh, that's great. From AIDS, by the way, Ian. All of them died from AIDS.
True story.
All right, the next two. What is it? I don't even know. What is it? What's the next? I know Take Me, second song on first album is Nothing to Lose.
Yep.
Nothing to Lose versus Take Me. All right. I love them both, but both are kind of low on my favorite songs on the album. But I do love them both. I'm gonna have to go with Nothing to Lose.
All right.
I love Take
Well,
Me though. Take Me is awesome. I don't care about those stupid lyrics. Great fucking song.
well, I'm just saying, put your hand into my pocket and feel onto my rocket. Um,
Is that really much dumber than put my log in your fireplace? It's kind of the same shit.
well, no, and that's what I'm getting at, though. Like, I think you've taken offense to this, but I think it's purely justifiable. Poison is the Kiss of the '80s because their lyrics were just as stupid as Kisses in the
But their
'70s.
music wasn't as good though.
It wasn't as good, but it was just as simplistic.
It was simplistic, but it wasn't as good. And you know what they say, man? The hardest songs to write are the simplistic ones.
Right. Well, then Poison is Bob Dylan.
No, but it's hard to write a simplistic song that's good. It's easy to
Right.
write a simplistic song that sucks. Come on, anybody can do that. And like
Yeah.
Poison. But Kiss wrote some great simplistic songs. I'd
All
put
right.
Take Me over anything Poison did. Anything.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, my opinion with this one, let's see if we go 2 for 2. In this one, I say a dick loses to a Peter. It was close, but it's nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. So we agree on this one. I give this one 5 out of 5 Dynasty era Rock Hudsons. And that's not like Dynasty the album, that's Dynasty the TV show when Rock Hudson had AIDS. Uh,
I
Great
give it
track.
I give it 5 out of trophies up the butt.
All right, now we go into the third track, which is, um,
Ain't you loving this, Ian?
yeah, I am. I am.
This
It
is
was.
fucking cool.
I told you it was fun.
We're
What's
shaking shit up here at the RMCP.
what's the third track on the first Kiss? I should have wrote.
I
I
think
wrote the
it's
letter.
Firehouse, right? Isn't it Firehouse?
Firehouse. Firehouse. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This one was fucking tough. Holy fucking shit. This one went into overtime. But I gotta say, it goes to Calling Dr. Love. I love me some Firehouse, but Calling Dr. Love to me is even more classic Kiss. I give it 5 out of 5 Pedro Zamora days. Which, for those of you who don't know, he was on the 3rd season of The Real World and he died of AIDS. Pedro Zamora. Just like AIDS Frehley. AIDS Frehley. Dr. Love, man, I got to give it to Dr. Love. Even though I love Firehouse, this is one of those like tense moments. Like, what are you going to do? You know, I look at this on paper. It's like, it's Firehouse. But when I listen to him with my fucking ears, with my AIDS infected ears, calling Dr. Love. What do you think, Ralph?
I'm not the biggest fan of Firehouse.
I think I remember you saying that, which I think is crazy, but
I love the solo though. I think what Ace does is better than the song. Man, shit like that, dude, is what makes Ace the best fucking member of the band. He takes a song, and by the way, it's not easy to take a song from Paul Stanley of Kiss in the 70s was a wrecking machine. Hands down, the greatest songwriter in Kiss. No fucking doubt from the first album to Dynasty, he wrote the best songs. But Ace comes and takes a Paul song and makes it even better. I don't think the song is horrible per se. You know, another Paul song everybody loves, and I just think it's like whatever, is Got to Choose. That's another one.
oh,
Yeah.
ooh,
I I don't see it. I don't think it's horrible, but it's like Paul can do way better than that. Calling Dr. Love
wow,
fucking rules. Everything about it. The riff, the vocals, the spacey guitar solo, the killer drum fills from Peter Criss. This is a band on fire, and they're desperately recording these songs, hoping that the public will grasp on to Kiss that because while they were recording this, Destroyer was a flop. Beth didn't save Kiss yet. So they ran in doing songs like this, hard rock killer fucking anthemic songs, and calling Dr. Love. It's the reason why that shit was a single off this album. Fucking masterpiece. Easy win. All right, what's the next two songs?
Damn, we're 3 for 3 in agreement already. Take the next one. Fuck,
Baby
I just
Driver?
wrote. No. God damn it. We're gonna have to pause for
Ladies Room.
station.
Ladies Room.
Ladies Room versus
Cold Gin.
yeah. Yep. There you go. Ladies Room versus Cold Gin. Go ahead.
I would love to give it to Ladies Room. I really would. Because that's a fucking song, bro. With my money, it can't be too soon. That fucking cowbell. Fuck yeah, what a song. But man, Cold Gin, bro. It's like, come on. There's a reason Cold Gin was always on the Kiss set list. Even after Ace left, every single year they'd play Cold Gin. It's a fucking classic. The big mistake Gene made was coming up with that part in the song that goes dan 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 dan. Gene
Oh,
came
love
up,
that.
huh?
Love that.
Yeah, no, but the big mistake is Gene took no credit for it. That fucking part, I think, is the best part of the song. I think that's the coolest riff. And I love the opening riff, of course, it's classic. But that down, 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 down. Fuck, that song fucking rips. Hate to do it because I love Ladies Room, but Cold Gin all the way.
All right. Well, what do I got here? Wow, this is a shocker, but AIDS Frehley's masterpiece loses to a fucking cowbell. I gotta go with Ladies Room on this.
I don't blame you. You know what's amazing about Ladies Room too, if you really pay attention to it? The McCartney-esque bass lines Gene Simmons is doing in that song. He's doing McCartney, man.
Oh yeah. No, I
Fucking
love
amazing.
and this was one I fucking looked at it and I was like, oh, it's Cold Gin. It's Cold Gin. I mean, I remember Cold Gin when I first started taking guitar lessons. That was the first song I went to my guitar teacher. And I was like, teach me how to play this. Teach me. And it was because of dun, 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 that was the whole reason. But I had to look at it like you talk about on your show, like you put it up against the other one. I was like, and I'm given there's like a little bit of bias, maybe because I'm burned out on Cold Gin so much. But man, when I heard Ladies Room and I was like, fuck, which song would I rather hear right now? And it was Ladies Room, man. I give it a 5 out of 5, 5 flights of Exorcist stairs for Ace Frehley to fall down. Ladies Room, man. Fucking dig it, man. But it was weird. It was weird for me to take that. Now I know the pain that you go through on these episodes, these track by tracks. I'll take the next one. Fuck. Yeah,
Let Me Know versus Baby Driver, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Another shocker. I thought for sure it would be Let Me Know, but it was Peter by a Foreskin. I love Baby Driver. Really love this one. I know this one was like repurposed from like Lips or whatever band he was in before. It's him and Stan Pendridge. I love Let Me Know, man. Don't get it twisted. Let's not shit the bed. But there's just something about Baby Driver I've always fucking loved. Always loved it. And that gets a win for me. 5 out of 5 Ray Gillen groupies.
Oh,
riddled with AIDS. Yeah.
ouch.
Yep.
Ow.
Yep.
Um, I gotta go and let me know, but man, Baby Driver is the reason why Peter Criss is my favorite singer in Kiss. Those screams he does on that damn song,
Oh, so good.
fucking, fucking A. But yeah, let me know, especially that live version that's on one of those live albums that came in the box set. That is like the ultimate version of it. But I love it. I love it on the first album, and I love how it goes into what and Kiss Alive. They go into She. That riff that She has. It kind
Yeah.
of sticks out like a sore thumb, but it's still cool. I get used to it. But I'm so used to the version on Kiss Alive. But Let Me Know is amazing though. I just love it. And
Oh, I love it too.
it was the first song that Paul ever wrote in front of Gene. And it's awesome. It's amazing. It's weird how they didn't use it for Wicked Lester though. But still, it's a great
Oh,
tune. So
it's Wicked Lester all the way through and through if you
it
listen to
is.
it.
It is. But Wicked
And I
Lester
love the
never.
Wicked Lester album. I really do.
I do, man. What's Waiting in the Darkness? That's my favorite song on there.
Oh, I love that song.
That
Love
song,
it.
that album's awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, I'm hunting to find it on vinyl. There's a lot of different bootleg versions out there.
Yeah.
I'm hunting. I'm trying. I found one the
I've
other
got it
day.
on CD. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I got it on CD too. But somebody was selling a colored vinyl, so it was more expensive. I was like, boy, if it was black, I'd buy it. But yeah, let me know. All right, Ian, we're in the middle section as I do on my channel. I'm gonna pick a random album.
Go to the right up top.
The right up top, like here.
Yep. Yep. Right there. What do you got there? What do you got for me?
I'm the man.
Yeah.
Good version of Sad Bloody Sabbath on here. What else? What is it? I'm the Law live sucks. Condomash is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm the Man EP.
Did you like it when it came out?
I loved it. I loved I'm the Man. I still love I'm the Man.
Well, I think not only did I love it when it came out because it was so different, but I got all the references to Rodney Dangerfield. In my opinion, Rodney Dangerfield's best movie, Easy Money.
Of course, hands down his best movie.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
but
I'm the guy that put in the toilets here.
no, it stinks so bad. And that's the thing. It's so funny because there's so many people who like have no idea about Easy Money. When they hear Rodney Dangerfield, they think Caddyshack or Back to School. I'm like, no, dude, it's fucking Easy Money. And that I'm so bad, I should be in detention. Like I knew it the first time I heard it. I was like, holy fuck, that's Easy Money. You know.
I know this
So
place like the back of my hand. Oh, I got the back of my hand caught in the toilet.
uh, but it was like revolutionary, and for me it was like because Anthrax was the band that really got me into thrash because of Joey Belladonna. And then they do something like I wasn't into rap at the time, but it was so different and it was so cool and it was funny. I mean, when this shit came out, what was I'm the Man, like 86,
I
87?
knew this shit before it was released because I got the import single of I'm the Law, and it
Yeah.
was the B side, and then they released it. But I automatically loved it right off the bat because there was a Mentors reference where he says, "Your face, bend up, smell my anal vapor, wipe your face,
Yeah.
bye." Toilet
Toilet
paper.
paper.
That is the Mentors in 1986. Hearing that, I was like, "Oh," because Mentors was, dude, they were beyond underground, and I
Right.
knew them, but not many people knew the men. And the only reason I knew the Mentors was because I went to California in 1985 and actually saw them live. Where El Duce told me get a haircut, and get a job on stage. I was insulted by El Duce, and I came home with the albums and turned on my friends. Check out this fucking band, The Mentors. All they talk about is fucking feeding chicks drugs and raping them when they're passed out. They call themselves rape rock. And here's Anthrax doing an El Duce, like El Duce says, "Oh, ain't no vapor." It's like, fuck, they
Yeah.
mentioned fucking El Duce? That's insane. But yeah, and I love it. It's a novelty song, yes. Haviga Nava, but I like what shit. I'll put that any day above the horrible Bring the Noise. Fuck that garbage. That was
Well,
shit.
I love them both, but I've got much more affinity to I'm the Man, and just what it was like when it came out, where I was in my musical journey and shit. Fucking loved it. And it was, back then when you buy a cassette, like, god damn, if you bought an EP back then and it was the same thing on both sides and shit, like Rain and Blood, because it was only 28 minutes. Uh, yeah, back
You
when
know, you
cassettes
know
were.
what you know what I did? I had Rain and Blood on cassette. Side two, Live Undead, Slayer, fit perfectly on there. It's the same amount of time. So
Yeah.
I erased part of it. And then, so when you put on Rain and Blood, you flip the cassette over, it's Live Undead.
Remember that when if you wanted to record on a tape, you would put like scotch tape over
Yeah.
the fucking
Or,
hooks?
or, or a little piece of paper in the hole. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
fucking old, dude.
Dude, I was like a fucking surgeon. I would unscrew it and put the tape back together, or the little cushion would fall out on the bottom. I'd super glue it back on. Yeah, it was all. I hated cassettes, bro. I fucking hated it. I
Dude,
still, you know, in
that's
my closet, along with my hetero homosexuality, I got a bunch of fucking cassettes. And I was putting them on the other day. I got a bunch of cassettes from that show, The Metal Shop, that I would
yeah.
record at night. Dude, I have some amazing shit. Dude, the first time I heard Dockin was on The Metal Shop with the song Paris is Burning. I still got that goddamn cassette. And I'll tell you what's really weird about it. I was recording, swear to God, I had a boombox. I was recording Dockin Paris is Burning on my boombox while I was inside a metro bus. So there's certain parts of the song a little static would come in. Like if the metro bus went under a fucking bridge. And I still
Dude,
got that goddamn cassette that when I hear the static, I'm like, oh my God, that takes me back to when I was like fucking 19, 18 years old. I'm such a pack rat. I got so many cassettes, of the old days. I still got
metal shop.
Metal Shop, the only show with teeth. Hey, was that a cool fucking intermission? We got to talk a lot about I'm the Man.
Fucking A. All right. Well, since we did flip this motherfucker over, I will go into the sixth song, or the first song of side two, if you will. Uh, and to me, this was a damn near suck for suck. Uh, but one song doesn't suck as much as the other one. We're talking about Kissin' Time versus Love 'em and Leave 'em. Um, and I got to go with Love 'em or Leave 'em. But I don't think it's a great fucking song. It's all right. It's something me and my friends used to sing, be like, love 'em, leave 'em, yeah. It was almost like more making fun of it than singing along to it. But it is what it is. I'll give it 2 out of 5 Ryan Whites. Now
Oh,
remember, you get that reference?
yeah. Yeah, of course I
Yeah.
do. He was the
Okay.
little kid that died of AIDS. Hey, that's not cool, even, Ian. You made fun of a little kid that died of AIDS. Not cool at all.
You know what? I don't give a fuck
Me
because
neither. I don't give a fuck
be,
what you say. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't get offended. The more I hear people bitch about, I'm not mentioning names because I ain't getting political. Oh, you know who so and so, you know what he said, they said. It's fucking words, people. Get over it. Always getting fucking offended. It's the same thing with Ian. Ian saying all this shit, you guys getting offended. Fuck you all. It's only words. Words don't do shit. Action is what sucks, not words.
Right.
So I don't give
Plus,
a fuck.
plus, it doesn't matter what I ever say, nothing will ever top you. You said the most offensive joke I've ever heard in my life. And I don't think I've ever laughed harder in my fucking. I was laughing so hard, I fucking cried. And I take pride in my offensive jokes. I love like roast type humor, where it's always like bottom of the barrel, like the worst shit ever. You said the greatest, most offensive joke I've ever heard in my life.
Uh-oh.
The one where we were talking about, excuse me, after we lived through Keelfest. And you said, God, what the fuck was his name? Oh my God, the little kid who was murdered in Florida.
Oh, Adam Walsh.
Yes, you said Adam Walsh had a better day than people who went to Keelfest.
Oh,
And I was I mean literally like in tears, not only from the shock of what you said, because it was so like, oh my God, that is the most offensive joke ever. But it was the funny, like I don't think I will ever in my life come up with anything as offensive as that or as funny as that. And you had to be there in the moment. Because that's all in because you threw that like out of nowhere. That just came off the fucking top of your head. And I was in tears laughing. And to this day, I don't think there will ever be a better, more offensive joke than that. It was so good. But it
well,
was
I
funny.
well, I
It
gotta
was
say
funny.
that.
And I know you're not like, it was a tragedy what happened to that child. I get it. A lot of things I make fun of were tragedies. But in the context of the time and where we were at, there could not have been a dirtier, more funnier joke than what you said. And hats off to you, Roy Harper, because I don't think I don't give a fuck if you're Jeffrey Ross, fucking Dave Chappelle, or I don't think anybody could come up with a funnier joke than that. It was comedy fucking gold. And to that, I salute you.
Well, honestly, I'm offended that you liked it. That's
Oh,
not cool, Ian.
liked it. I loved it.
I'm offended I said it. Not, not
You
cool,
should
Ian.
be.
Not cool, Ian. I take back that, and it's fucked up that you laughed at it. You're cold, dude. You're an evil person. Anyway, what
Funny's
is it
funny.
again? Kissing Time versus Love 'em, Leave 'em. All right. I don't mind either of them. I really don't. I know everybody hates on Kissing Time. Sure, it's an afterthought, but it doesn't offend me like Love Team from Kiss. That offends me. This one doesn't. It's all right. It's cute for what it is. Love 'em and Leave 'em wins though. That song's awesome. Hey, hey, hey! And that fucking solo Ace does, and he's doing like that in the video, that Don Kirshner rock concert video, Kiss in its prime. Fucking awesome song. Stupid? Keep it stupid. Simple. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS, right? I love it. Love 'em and Leave 'em all the way on that one.
All right, take the next one. It's
Deuce. Deuce versus what?
uh
Mr. Speed?
yes.
I love them both, but and I know this will probably offend some out there, but Deuce by very far. I do love Mr. Speed, I do, but it's one of those. I don't love it as the rest of the world thinks it's the greatest Like I'm talking about the Kiss Army. A lot of people point at that as one of the greatest ball songs. It's a good song. I'll put it above Firehouse and Got to Choose any day. It's not a bad song, but it's nowhere near as good as Deuce, in my opinion. I'm giving that one a deuce.
All right. This one pissed me off. Holy fuck, I did not want to choose between these two. And before I like paid like close attention to the fucking track listing, I knew one song was oh yeah, that one's gonna beat whatever the fuck it's up against. That one's gonna win. Boy, was I wrong. Because you cannot put any song against Deuce. God, if you're a Kiss fan, if you're like a Kiss fan like the level I am, which is like severe but still mildly retarded, but still not as retarded as a lot of the other retards kind of thing, fucking, it's Deuce, dude. You cannot go against Deuce. But Mr. Speed, I fucking love, and I'm part of that retard group, Ralph, that you're making fun of because I think Mr. Speed is fucking amazing. The
I,
ultimate
I,
ode.
I, I do think it's amazing. I just think a lot of people like it way more than I do. Because a
Yeah,
lot of people wouldn't say Deuce is way better. Some people like you would say, all right, Deuce is better, but it's not way better, right?
oh, it's way better. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's way better too.
Yeah, no, and I love Mr. Speed.
Me
If
too.
I'm looking at the track listing, like Mr. Speed is probably not my favorite track, but probably my second favorite track. I love it. I mean, what a great ode to guys who come too quick, you know. But Deuce is fucking Deuce, you know. Come on. I give it 5 out of 5 Tiger Bloods. You know, that's Charlie Sheen's AIDS infected serum there. Yeah, Deuce wins it. All right, now we go to number 8, which to me, this is the easiest fucking one we did here. Uh, Easiest by far. Love theme from Kiss versus See You in My Dreams. I've always, no matter what version, I've always thought See You in My Dreams Tonight sucks cock. It's like fucking some Kingdom Come shit. It's so fucking horrible. Don't like the Rock and Roll Over version. Don't like the Gene Simmons solo album version. It fucking sucks. And I've always, unlike Ralph, have loved Love Theme from Kiss. Always thought it was cool. There's just something. And the funny thing is, the one who sells Love Theme for Kiss for me is Ace. Ace is like simple, like you know, down, down, down. I fucking love it, dude. Love Theme from Kiss, absolute fucking winner. What do I give this one? I give it 5 out of 5 Monroes from Too Close for Comfort. And only 80s people will get that,
Yeah,
how gay
hey,
that
is he
is.
still alive, Monroe?
Yeah, he is. It's kind of a cheat because he's still
How
alive.
did he survive AIDS?
Exactly. He's still alive, didn't die from AIDS, but anybody who grew up in the 80s knows how gay Monroe was. And I give it a 5 out of 5 Monroes. But yeah, I love Too Close for Comfort, and I love Theme from Kiss.
Yeah, you see, I can, and this is why I love Kiss so much. In their whole discography in the 70s, there's only 3 songs I honestly think suck. Love Theme from Kiss, Great Expectations, and Hooligan. Those 3 are just complete garbage. Out of all those albums, that's a good fucking streak, man. Seeing My Dreams is my least favorite on Rock and Roll Over, but I love it. I love it way more than the Gene Simmons solo version. It doesn't help having Rick Nielsen on the Gene Simmons solo version, though what Rick does is fine. But I love the Rock and Roll Over version. My least favorite song off Rock and Roll Over, but I still love it. And it's an easy win because Love Theme from Kiss These Nuts. What's
All
next?
right.
Hard Luck Woman, right? Versus 100,000 Years.
Yes.
This hurts. Now this one hurts.
dick hurts.
I'm gonna have to go with 100,000 years. And Hard Luck Woman to me is the greatest Kiss ballad ever, ever. It's fucking beautiful. I love Hard Luck Woman with a passion. But and I'll tell you this too, Ian. In my history of doing track by tracks, Black Diamond has never lost, and 100,000 years has rarely ever lost. But here it wins. I'm putting it above. Um,
What?
yeah,
Wait, wait a minute.
a
What are you
hundred thousand,
picking?
100,000
Okay.
years is what I'm picking.
Okay. 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 Good. All right. Well, let's go to mine here. All right. What do we got? Love them both, but let's get real. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not shit the bed. It's a fucking 100,000 years. I mean, Jesus Christ. 100,000 years, dude. That is Kiss to me, you know. And it's funny because like, you know, and I'm sure there's a lot of people look, you know, have their different eras of Kiss. To me, there is like the first era of Kiss to me, which is true Kiss, like the truest fucking Kiss, which is the first album through Dress to Kill. And then in my opinion, you have Super Kiss, which is Destroyer through Love Gun, you know. And some people, you know, call the next era Super Kiss. No, I call that Super Kiss. To me, the Kiss at the height of their power was Destroyer through Love Gun, you know. And then you get like fucking Lost the Point Kiss, which is Dynasty through fucking The Elder, you know. And then you get like What's Popular? We Can Do That, you know, which is the entire rest of their fucking career. But 100,000 years, like this to me is like, if you don't get this, then you don't get what original Kiss is. It's amazing. I give it 5 out of 5 gallons of cum in Rod Stewart's throat, which I think is important to bring up. Not only because this is something that Paul originally wrote for Rod Stewart, but Ralph and I grew up in a time where there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't Instagram or X or Twitter or whatever this shit is. But all of us knew that Rod Stewart had his stomach pumped and 5 gallons of cum came out. And I don't know how that happened back in the day, but we all knew it. Before social media, before all of that, how did something like that get started back in an era where there was no social media, Ralph? Do you have any idea where this you know, legendary story came of?
Yeah, the janitor at the hospital is a big blabbermouth. He went out and told anybody. And you know what's odd about that janitor? That janitor also witnessed Richard Gere getting a hamster taken out of his ass. He was there for both occasions, and he's the one that blabbed it to the world. And that janitor, when he talks, people listen.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is, man, back in the day, you know how big a story had to be for that shit to travel like those two stories did? Amazing. And we didn't have social media. But we used to talk to one another, you fucking incels that just fucking hang out in your bedroom and go online and never fucking seen a girl. God damn it. We all know.
And also, what's up with Rod Stewart? I mean, I drank way more than 5 gallons of cum, and I didn't need my stomach pumped. On the contrary, I was like, stay away from me. Don't pump that cum out of my stomach because I love cum in my belly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, say that story for our Man of War album.
Oh, man, that's when I sucked the most vicious cock during battle hymns.
Save that shit. But yeah, 100,000 years. Come on. Let's not be stupid. All right, then we go to the last one, which is...
Black Diamond versus Making Love.
All right. Love both of these songs. Love them to death. Both great, but not close in any fucking way. It's fucking Black Diamond. I mean, come on. It's Black... Any... You know, you consider yourself a Kiss fan, like a real Kiss fan. Not like it's all one spaceman. It doesn't matter who's playing guitar. You know, fuck you, you fucking faggot. You know, fuck it. It's Black Diamond. Black Diamond. God damn. I give this song 5 out of 5 gay ass Paul Stanley's 1980s stage raps. That's how fucking gay this question even is. It's fucking Black Diamond. Come on. Let's be real. What do you think, Ralph?
Definitely Black Diamond. I gotta say, I love making love.
I
And
do too.
you
I
know
do
what kicks
too.
ass about making love right there, man. That solo Ace does on making love
Yeah.
is fucking amazing. But Black Diamond, to me, is the greatest Kiss song ever, period. I give it 5 out of 5 decapitated Adam Walsh heads.
That poor child. There you go. All right. So what's your final tally,
Oh shit,
Ralph?
I wasn't keeping score.
All
Whoop.
right. Well, mine's surprising.
Oh, so you all right, go ahead.
My final tally is 5 for 5. It's a tie.
All right, let's see if I remember. I Want You, Nothing to Lose, Calling Dr. Love. What's after that?
The fourth track. Uh,
Ladies Room. Yeah, I give that to Kiss again. Um, Another one, Let Me Know. Uh, Love 'Em, Leave 'Em. Uh, what's Mr. Speed against? Deuce. So
uh,
yeah, Deuce. Um, Love Theme from Kiss, and then that other, yeah, that one, whatever it was. See Your
no,
Dream.
uh,
All right, so it's 7-3. Mine 7-3.
yeah.
Rock
There you
and
go.
First Kiss album
No,
got
yep.
7. Rock and Roll Over got 3.
All right.
What a great, awesome, interesting show. Let's hope I can come up with some cool ideas like this in the future,
Yeah.
Ian.
No, this was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll pick another band, but no, this was fun to do, and I gotta say it was nice because like my burnout, my disdain for Kiss as I get older. Um, but like you said, this shit's in my DNA. So when I go back and listen to it, um, like I just done the first Kiss album because we just did it not too long ago. But listen to Rock and Roll Over, I hadn't done in years. And not only was it fun to listen to Rock and Roll Over, but to put it up against this and like in a different like situation, a lot of fun, man. So I would love to do this with some other bands that I like a lot more than Kiss. But hey, it's good for ratings. A lot of nerds are going to turn in for this shit. And they're gonna freak out at our answers, and that's what I love is like there's probably like somebody's gonna die because of this episode. One of us is gonna say something where they just like say fucking Harry Carey and jump off the fucking roof because I can't take what the fuck we said, and I love that because the less Kiss fans in the world, the lower the prices on Kiss memorabilia. So. That's what I think. But great pick, Ralph. It was a lot of fun.
And,
Let's
and
go to
that and also everybody let us know your idea on the YouTube videos. I mean, we're not going to read your picks, but we'll read your totals.
yeah. How about that? Put that in there. Put in
Put the
your totals.
totals. Don't be sure to put the totals because
Yeah,
we don't have time to total your shit. So please.
yeah. Put in the totals, but then also pick like the one you like that you're most passionate
Yeah,
about.
which album you like more, and which album loses and wins. Give us your score.
Right. All right. Well, now it's time to go into pick of the week. And Ralph, do you actually have a pick of the week, or you still want to do the just grab thing?
Yeah, well, I'm always going to want to do that.
All right, all right. To the left, down low. Down low.
Like
What do
right
we got?
here.
Yeah, right there. That one.
It's not that great of an album. This is Wasted.
What the fuck? That's not like Pete Way's Wasted, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I don't remember that album.
Yeah, it's got a good song. What was the song
Is
I
it a
liked?
single or is it an
No,
album?
it's an album. The song Heaven Tonight. They made a video for it. But let me pick
Hmm.
something else.
Okay, yeah, because that's well, all the Wasted albums suck. So,
Yeah, true. Uh, God damn, these are tight down here. Oh, there you go, Joe's Garage.
oh, nice,
Yeah, that's a good one. Cadillac
nice.
Girls. I love this
Oh,
album. I should put it
is
on.
that is that just part two and three?
Yeah, there's two and three.
Right, nice. Cyborg, give me that, give me that.
And it's got like a cool little book inside.
Oh yeah, fucking A. You got that on vinyl. That's awesome, man.
That's my pick.
Right on. Frank Zappa, man. Love it. I know Joseph stopped loving that shit. All right, my pick of the week. Today was the first day, probably in about a month, because I talked to you about this on the last couple episodes. I've been listening to is fucking death metal. This is the first day where I kind of ventured out and I started listening to something different than death metal. But my pick of the week is still death metal. And I'm going with Cannibal Corpse. I'm going with their second album with George Corpse Grinder Fisher, Gallery of Suicide.
That's their best album, if you ask me. I mean, my first is Eating Back to Life, but my favorite with Fisher is Gallery of Suicide.
Well, that's one. There's a lot of like if you look at their fan base, been looking at a lot of shit. Of course, you got their Chris Barnes versus Corpse Grinder, but then if you like get the people who like Corpse Grinder, they go between Vile and Gallery of Suicide. And as I've been listening to them all, I was like, fuck, dude, Gallery of Suicide, Sends to Burn was the single. Oh my God, do I love that one. But the title track, Gallery of Suicide, holy fucking shit, is that good and different, for Cannibal Corpse. A little bit slower, a little bit more melodic. I mean, it's still death metal, it's still this, but really dig it, man. And I've been jumping around, dude. I've been listening like all the old school death metal. I've been trying to listen to like newer death metal and deathcore bands, like trying to get a vibe, what's going on. I've been enjoying the heaviness of it, you know.
You know what? You know what album you should check out that will really impress you? It should
What's that?
impress you. It's a band called The Crown, and the name of the album
I've
is
heard of them.
the name of the album is Death Race Kings.
Okay.
Check out the song Total Satan.
All right. Sounds good already.
It's more death metal thrash, but very thrash, but with
Yeah.
guttural vocals.
I love death metal thrash. There's a lot of shit that's on that border
You love
that I
the
really
Crown
enjoy.
is awesome. The Crown is fucking. I mean, that album, Death Race Kings, is
Okay.
godly. I was listening to it the other day. That was my favorite album to come out in the year 2000. That album
Okay.
just ruled my life.
All
And I
right.
heard it.
Well,
I put it on the other day. I was like, God, this held up so well.
let me ask you: is somebody like you've said before you love like that early first era of death metal. How are you with Cannibal Corpse with the whole Chris Barnes and Corpse Grinder era? Do you like them both, or you're like, nah, I'm like this?
No,
How do you
I
feel
love
about
them
that?
both. I love them both. There's some albums I can do without, but I love both eras.
What's your
I can't
favorite?
remember the name of the album. Man, there's this one Cannibal Corpse album. I got it. It's very underrated. Let me see what the name of that fucking album is. I was playing this the other day too, and it's a later album. I think it came out maybe like 8 years ago or so. I forgot. There, here it is. I already found it. It's called. I had the whole band sign it. I don't see the title though. People out there would know.
Oh yeah, skeletal. Fuck, what the fuck's it called? Skeletal something. I like that one.
Really great album. Really,
Yeah,
really good album. Had the whole band
yeah.
sign it.
That's one that the fan base is very divided on. Like a lot of Cannibal Corpse fans feel it's too experimental. It's not pure death enough. But I enjoyed that one.
Man, I love what Alex is it Alex Webster? Dude, that's
Yeah.
like my favorite death metal bass player. He's fucking him, and what a nice guy. He's such a nice. I'll tell you a funny story about Cannibal Corpse. To reflect on a past guest we had here. One time I'm at the culture room and the tour bus pulls up. They get out and Alex Webster's the first one to get out, and the first thing he says is like, "Holy shit, Kevin Warhalf!"
Nice.
And then Corpse Grinder came out going, "Kevin." They all love Kevin.
Nice. That, oh my God, that warms my heart. That makes me love Cannibal Corpse even more.
Oh man,
That's fucking awesome.
check this out. I gotta show you this. Uh, I just saw Obituary.
I love their last album, by the way.
Yeah, I saw Obituary. They're great. And while I'm at the show, I got this. It's the Kevin Warhalf Super Kevin. You probably can't make it out, but it's Kevin crowd surfing.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then the back it says Super Kevin Warhalf.
Oh,
I was
I
like,
love
Kevin, give me one of those shirts.
Kevin.
I'll buy one of those shirts off you, Kevin. So it's SKW on the top, Super Kevin Warhalf.
Kevin.
And you know what's funny? Kevin sold out of those shirts. Everybody bought one.
Fuck yeah, because everybody loves Kevin, man.
Kevin rules, dude. Kevin's awesome.
That's awesome.
You know,
All
Kevin
right.
was there during the recording of Human and
Yeah.
the writing of that album. Kevin was there, man.
Yeah. He's a legend. All right. Well, now it's time to go into Fan of the Week. And Fan of the Week this week is Ron Diemert, or as I like to call him, Dirt Mitts.
You know, I got to say something about this guy. And I messaged him the other day because he keeps leaving comments on our group page going, is this going to be allowed? Is that going to be allowed?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you got this, Ian, but I got a
Yes.
notification from Facebook talking about Ron Diemert's. They're flagging his comments. So
Well,
I wrote
I
him.
do.
I wrote him and I
Yeah.
said, dude, it's not us that's banning you, it's Facebook. And then he goes,
Right.
oh yeah, I didn't think it was you. But he keeps leaving comments like, are they going to allow this? They're going to allow that. It's like, dude, it's not us, man. It's Facebook.
Right. Well, I saw, if it wasn't that post, it was a similar post where we get these things on the page where it's like we have to give permission for them to be posted and stuff. They get flagged for this shit. I have no idea why certain posts. The only thing I can think of, and I could be very wrong, is like the amount that you post. And I don't know if there's a setting I can change to where you're automatically allowed to permit that. The only reason I say this is the two people who get flagged the most is Dirt Mitts and fucking Mark Allen Taylor. And Mark Allen Taylor is straight up spam motherfucker. I mean, that guy takes a shit. He makes a post, puts it on the page, and all this shit happens. I don't know. And I should go on the page more than I do. But when I do, I always go on there, whatever anybody posts. I'm just like, allow. Because I ain't got time to go through all that shit. But I'm like, fuck it. Whatever you want to post, man. It's a fan page for the fans. So whatever. If you're on the page.
And another thing too is they're warning us, so there is a chance the page might be taken down.
Yeah, well, most of the warnings are from you
What do you mean?
that I see. Like the one the notification I got was like, oh, your page might get taken down because of this post, and it's almost always you. But the funny thing is, it's like something you posted in 1982.
Okay, yeah, that's
You
different.
know,
I'm talking about
you know what?
now they're
Oh yeah,
flagging shit like
yeah.
recent
Most of them
posts.
though, yeah, most of the ones though are like are I shouldn't say recent. They're posts that you made, but from a long time ago. And I know we've talked about this offline. We go through the same thing. It's like you're flagging me for shit I posted fucking 10 years ago. Like what the fuck? And a lot of times shit like if you post the album cover from fucking Houses the Holy, you're a pedophile. Or you post a
They
song.
fixed that, by the way.
But I mean it's shit like
But you
that.
know
Like
what they didn't fix? Van
what's
Halen
that?
balance. That one they'll flag you for it.
See, I've never posted that and I never would,
I
so I'm
did
not
because
worried
of a
about it.
track by track. I
Oh,
posted it
really?
and I got banned for a few days.
Oh man. No, I saw like I went on today actually because I posted an ad for this episode, and so I was like, okay, all these other ones that haven't been posted yet. So it was all like Mark Allen Taylor and Ron Dertmutz, and then they're like, your channel could get flagged because of this post, and it was a post you did, but it was something you posted in 2017. And I'm like, what the fuck? Fucking AI, you know? But, just for our listeners to know, like, if you think it might get flagged, don't post it.
Yeah, don't
You
post
know,
it. Come on, I
find
mean, because this page might be taken away. If it does, we'll be back. But it's good how we
yeah,
have it now.
yeah, exactly. Ralph kind of summed it up better, say like you're not offending me, you're not offending Ralph. Like we would never turn anybody in. I mean, fucking Mark Allen Taylor could put a picture of him smiling, and I'm not gonna flag it, as offensive as it might be, you know. But there's people out there, you know. So just watch what you post. And I hate saying that because you shouldn't have to be that way. And what's weird is I'm like a member of groups on Facebook where there's like fucking nudity and all this fucking like vile shit and nothing gets tagged. I don't know how they get away with it. I don't know. We're not smart enough to know how to do all that shit. So just if you think it could get flagged, you know, if you're gonna bitch about somebody, don't call them a fucking faggot. Just say kiss fan.
Well,
Have
you
code word.
gotta admit the page is so much better now that nobody gets offended anymore.
Oh no, it's fucking fantastic. But it's fantastic because of people like Samuel Wetz, Ron Dertmutz. Like these guys who post multiple posts a day that are incredible. That keep the thing going, keep people interacted and shit. And that's why Ron's the fan of the week, man, because he posts all this
Yeah,
shit.
he's
But
always there, and he always listens to us too.
yeah, and I love it. Like he's gonna listen to this episode, even though he was like, "Oh, Kiss, that's
No,
some
he likes
bullshit."
Kiss. He likes Kiss.
Eh, he might. I
He
don't know.
hates Rat and Docking.
I know he hates Dokken, but you
Hey,
hate Rat
hey!
too.
Out of the Cellar versus Invasion of Your Privacy.
Ooh,
Yeah, right.
I love him. I love them both, but that's a slam dunk, though.
Out of the
But
Cellar, slam dunk. Yeah, I got to find something closer.
but no, hey, fuck you, man. You pick this one. I get to pick the next one.
All right,
I'll pick a good one.
that's
I'll
fine.
pick a good. I had a couple bands in mind for this. I was thinking Judas Priest and I was thinking Motorhead would be some good ones. But then I got to look because you got to go do the whole thing. Do they have the same amount of songs and all this blah blah blah? But let me sleep on it. Let me pass out on it, and I'll think of one. But I really enjoyed this format. I love it. I would like to do this in the future. It's a nice.
There'll be other types of shows too. It's not all
Oh
going to
yeah.
be track by track from now on, but we're going to have now track by track episodes, here and there.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Well, if you enjoyed this episode, let us know in the comments, particularly in the YouTube comments. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe and all that other fucking gay shit. Fucking let us know you're watching, man, and let us know you enjoy these episodes. So if you like this one, come back next week. We doing the one next week, or do we have to take a break because of Christmas? What's going on with you?
Ain't
Are you
Christmas.
good?
Next Sunday ain't Christmas. Shit, I'm
Oh,
even doing an Almost Human Live on Christmas.
okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, we'll do an episode next week. And I'll text Ralph and we'll figure out what the fuck it's going to be. But come back then to the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast.
Hey, schmack 'em a gob.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Oingo Boingo sucks.
Yeah, they do. It's a dead man's party.
But check out Freeform, America's podcast. Yo,
They suck. They suck worse.
worse than Oingo Boingo? The hell you say?